Give it to me like. Give it to me like.
Hey. This is where Are we back? All right, we're back. I think I keep stepping on my cord. All right. What's up, everyone? What's up? What's the downside? Angel, Suzanne, I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I am sorry for going on so late. Me and Phoenix were working on vessels all night, and we got all the ones that I have at the house done. The glass ones came out awesome. I have a big show this weekend, so I'd gotten a lot of glass vessels, but tomorrow he's going to actually teach me how to do it, but they came out awesome. A couple of them are a little slanted and it was driving me nuts, but it is what it is. So also want to say it's official. Sage is engaged. They got engaged today. She called me up. She was so happy. And the ring doesn't fit because the jeweler made the ring a size 4 when it should have been a 6.5. I have no idea whose finger would fit in a 4. But so I told her, go to a jeweler in Tennessee where they are and see if they can just resize it. So they went to K Jewelers, and they told him leave it and I'll have the jeweler look in the morning. And I said, why'd you have to leave it? So she said, that's what they said. So the jeweler can hopefully fix it. But it's because it has to be resized 2.5 sizes. She's not sure it can be done on the spot. We may have to wait till we get home and bring it back to the jeweler, and then it'll be gone for a week. I said, that's bullshit. She said, I know. And she was like so excited to wear it. He did it in a place that like everybody heard it and they were both crying and everyone was like, oh my God, congratulations. And they were all like clapping and stuff. She said it was really romantic. It was beautiful, but then the ring didn't fit. It fit on a pinky finger. So hopefully K Jewelers can resize it tomorrow. Otherwise, she's got to wait. And I said, so what do you think of it? She's like, I love it. It's so shiny. And I said, that's what you wanted. You wanted shiny. So I said, did you get a picture of it? Do you have anything? She's like, I have a picture of it in the box. I said, well, I already saw it in the box. So yeah. So y'all got to wait. But it's very simple. It's like a carrot middle and then diamonds on the side. So, but she loves it. She's happy. And it's funny because everyone today kept congratulating me. I said, "Why are you guys congratulating me? I didn't get engaged." And so they were like, "Because it's your daughter." I said, "So?" I don't know. I didn't know you think you congratulate the parents. So, but yeah, she got engaged. And as soon as my phone rang, though, I knew for a fact that she was going to tell me he did it. Hey, Janessa. But yeah, so she's just mad because she's like, I want to show off my ring, blah, blah. I said, I know. I said, just tell Justin that if he needs me to go to the jewelers with him, I'll get that shit done in one day. He won't have to wait a week. She's like, Mom, I think he's got it. I said, he don't know me. She's like, no, he doesn't. So she's like, but he can handle it, Mom. I said, okay, if you say so, because I'm telling you, Sage, I'll get it back in a day. But I just can't believe my little girl's engaged. It is exciting. I know I get a new son-in-law. See, the one thing I'm really happy about with Justin, Dayton is very close to him. Very close. I mean, they hang out and stuff. So it's good for Dayton to have a male figure. I mean, Justin's not much older, obviously, but it's good for him to have that figure besides his brother, his brother. So, that's close, that they go to wrestling, they watch wrestling together, they watch boxing together. So they play video games together. They have a lot in common. So I'm happy for him. And that's it. I met Justin's mom today on Facebook. She's like, hi, I'm Justin's mom. I said, hi, Justin's mom. So that's it. The adventure begins. Sage is engaged. And Phoenix has a new girlfriend, but she's at school with him. I had to bang it fucking out of him tonight. Because he was kept like being on the phone. I was like, come on, let's do this. And then I was like, nobody talks to a guy that long, all secretive. I said, who's the new girl? So then he tells me about her. She's very pretty. And I go, damn, she's got a good body. So he just laughed. Of course, Mom. I'm like, whatever. So, but that's that. And then me and Dayton is single. It is what it is. So, okay. You want to be the wedding planner? You have to ask her. I don't get much say in it. I just got to fork over some money. But, all right. So, let's get into today. First, I want to say I am so proud of myself. And you guys are probably wondering why. Regardless of the bullshit that comes my way, I know 100% how much I've changed. Why do I know this? Because after hearing a certain someone earlier, I was so fucking mad. I was about to go live and it wouldn't have been pretty. I was going to go after her looks. I was going to go old school. Fuck you. You want to run your mouth? This is what happens when you run your fucking mouth, bitch. But I didn't. I held my tongue. I went shopping and did other things to get it off my mind. Where 2 years ago, I would have reamed her a new fucking asshole. But instead, I turned it off, collected my thoughts, and said, you know what? She's not fucking worth it. And I'm not that person anymore. So I am extremely fucking proud of myself for that. So now that I've calm and collected, I'll tell you what was said. I'm listening to Deets. Wasn't listening long. And all of a sudden, I hear someone on their fucking high horse call out Ellie for being in my chat. Nunya called out Ellie for being in my chat. Nunya, why do you even know who the fuck is in my chat? And the way she said it was, "Oh, CPS girl." Whoa. Whoa. Now, mind you, in the same breath, Dietz was talking about someone else. I don't even know who she was talking about. Talking about someone else and talking about being pushed and how somebody can push you and push you and push you to a point where you do something. Oh, okay. That you expect. I forgot exactly how she worded it because I got other shit to deal with. But it was something along the lines of, what do you expect when you push someone and push someone? Eventually, they're going to snap or they're going to snap back or something. It was something along those lines. So it's okay to push someone and push someone and push someone, but then you're going to dictate how they respond. Gotcha. But if it's someone that they like, the response doesn't matter what it is, it's perfectly fine as long as they like you. Because I don't know who the fuck these people think they are. They came into our community. We didn't go into theirs. They infiltrated our community and they were never a fucking part of it. So sit the fuck down. But that's neither here nor there. And then she scolded Ellie and said, "Will you hang out with CPS girl?" Really? You know who you hang out with, Nanya? Oh, believe me, girl, you'll find out. But the fact that I'm labeled for one motherfucking mistake from 3 years ago, going on 4 years, you want to label me where everybody else in this community is forgiven for shit they did years ago? Make it make sense. Just please make it make sense. How fucking dare you say anything about somebody that comes in my chat? Who the fuck do you think you are? And I mean that wholeheartedly. You get on this. Now I know why they called you on a fucking high horse. I really do. I really do. You won't even show your face and you're dictating what chats people should go into? Are you fucking kidding me? Wow. And you sit there and hang out with people that have done far worse. And you're buddying it up with them. Ha ha ha. But you're going to come into our fucking community and think you're going to dictate the rules? Bitch, sit your fat ass the fuck down. And I mean that wholeheartedly. I just don't know where she had the balls to call Ellie out. Really? Because Ellie might like a topic or might even like me. But for her to do that was the most fucked up thing I've ever seen. Like, who the fuck are you to talk to anybody about what chats they go into, Miss fucking High Horse? It's YouTube. People can go wherever the fuck they want. And if Ellie wants to come in my chat, if anyone, it's none of your fucking business. And to put her on the spot like that with like 700 fucking people, you're really a piece of shit. You think you're all high and mighty. You're a fucking joke, Nanya. And I don't give a shit who agrees with me or doesn't. What I saw today, and believe me, Ellie is not my bestie, but that's a sub. I don't care if you like Queen Bee, you don't like Queen Bee. Ellie is a sub. And all I hear is don't call out subs. You don't call out subs. Well, Ellie's just a sub. And in front of 700 fucking people, you called her out. Why? Are you that fucking insecure? Are you that afraid that she doesn't go with the pact? I mean, you are one fucked up bitch, Nanya. I don't give a shit how many people put you on a fucking pedestal. Sorry, I will never respect someone who doesn't even have the balls to stand behind her own fucking picture and show your face. That to me is a fucking joke. Now, once you have shown your face, that's different. Like Deets has shown what she looks like. She's gone on camera. You can look her in the eye. That's why I've respected Deets. You, on the other hand, you want to act like you're so much better than everyone. Meanwhile, we do know what you look like because we saw a picture. But more importantly, you won't even show who you are. Why not? What are you afraid of? So sorry. I've never respected not Queen Bee, not her, not anyone, and everyone knows me. Like, I don't respect you if you never show your face. It's YouTube. And if you're not going to show you, and I'm talking creators, not subs. And if you're not going to show your face, then at least fucking don't be calling people out for shit. I mean, that's just fucked up. So everything I just said now, imagine in the heat of me being mad. Now you guys see why I know that I've changed a lot and I've grown a lot. So there were other things that happened on that stream, but to be quite honest with you, I don't even remember what they are because the whole thing with Ellie pissed me off so much. Not because quote unquote it's Ellie. And also JP, I don't want to be Queen Bee's friend. I feel the same way about QB that I feel about fucking Nunya. You can't stand behind. You want to run your mouth, but you can't even show your fucking face. I got no respect for you. This community has gotten fucking burned by someone like that. Burned. Hey, Ellie, burned. And it'll never happen again. At least in my opinion. Everyone else can feel whatever they want to feel. But for me personally, if you're a creator and you can never stand behind your own bullshit, I got nothing for you. And I've been like that forever. You don't have to go on camera all the time, obviously, but it makes a difference when you can look at somebody in the eye, plain and simple. So again, Ellie's not my best friend. We're not breaking bread together. We're not braiding our hair. But the bottom line is Ellie is a sub. And just like every other sub, nobody wants to talk in my chats. Why? Because, oh my God, Nunya is going to call it out. The mighty high horse is going to dictate where they can go in chats and who they can speak to. It's fucking unbelievable. And if you do it to one, you're going to do it to all. You're going to do it to others. It's just the way it is. So you had 700-800 people saw what you did today to Ellie. Do you think they're going to freely chat in someone else's chat? It's YouTube, Nunya. Don't dictate to subs your morals and your beliefs on everybody, because they're your morals and your beliefs. They're not everybody's. I've had my own community for a long fucking time, long before you guys ever fucking came to YouTube, which brings me into Willow, but we'll get there next. And if you like, when they called out Crystal, when they called out Capone, when then it was so wrong, right? If it's someone that they like, it's a problem. If it's someone they don't like, it's not a problem. And that hypocrisy was so front and center today. I know, Ellie, I could not fucking believe she did it at all. I could not believe it. I was like, wow, this happened over 3 years ago. 3 fucking years ago. Cheetah, who cares what? What are you talking about, my ego? This has nothing to do with me. Are you not fucking listening? Why don't you try listening? It's about calling out a fucking sub. Are you dumb? Maybe you were dropped on your fucking head, Cheetah. I don't know what to tell you. That's what I'm saying, Muhaba. People should be able to go wherever the fuck they want to go without worrying about being called out. Period. End of story. Now, if someone is a mod for your channel and they go into and they're buddying it up with your fucking worst enemy, that's a totally different scenario. But a regular sub who, I mean, let's not forget, I used to be friends with Queen Bee, so I know Ellie from over there. I was on panel as much as Ellie was back then. So for Ellie to just cut me off because me and Queen got into a fight, that's immature and stupid. And it's just, you just don't do that. If I have an argument with Ellie, it's because I have an argument with Ellie. It's not because Nunya said so or Queen Bee said so or anything like that. It's simply because she pissed me off and I blocked her. That's it. And that's how it should be. You don't see me when someone comes in here that I know is a regular in another chat. You don't see me calling them out. You don't see me go, oh, you're not going to like that. That is so fucking immature. And again, my moral compass may not be someone else's moral compass. So the fact that people are trying to put their morality on someone else is fucked up. Especially in front of 700 fucking people. It was disgusting. It was vile and it was fucking gross. And you can call me whatever the fuck you want to call me, Nunya. Here's what you can't call me. You can't call me fucking fake. I am not a fake ass bitch like half the people on your fucking team. And the ones that claim to be something that they're not. The ones that put themselves on a fucking high horse, but they're not. And it's absolutely fucking vile. Vile. And I honestly just don't know why it was done. I don't. And Whistledown, you can enjoy chasing. Like, yeah, I'll give you a perfect example. I like Deets. Deets does not like me. Deets fucking hates me right now. She'll probably never forgive me. It doesn't mean I stop liking her. I still like her. And she doesn't want to talk to me. Okay. She wants nothing to do with me. Okay. I don't fault her for it. It is what it is. I don't think she ever really liked me. I think she just pretended, but that's neither here nor there. But it doesn't mean I stop liking her. I actually like her. And that's not going to change unless she does something to really piss me off. It probably won't change. There's something about her I just happen to like. I've spent many conversations talking with her and I happen to like her, whether she likes me or not. So some people like chasing, some people like Deets, some people don't like either one of them. But at least I'm able to look at both of them in the eye. Plain and simple. And I don't have an issue with chasing until all this shit went down, because I am the only person that can't be forgiven from something for almost 3.5 years ago. All I've heard today was, people make mistakes in the past. Everyone's got a past. Everyone's got this. Everyone's got it's fucking crazy to me. Everyone but me, right? I've heard people say Savage. I'll use Savage for example. There's nothing Savage can do right now to change the shitty ass person she was in the past and all the vile things she's done. She'll tell you that. And it's, oh, okay, Savage. We forgive you. I did one real life thing. One. In my entire 5 years on fucking YouTube. I made one motherfucking mistake. And the whole community, most of them weren't even fucking here when I did it. But they want to jump on a bandwagon. Laura's so bad. Laura's this. Laura's that. Laura's CPS. Blah, blah, blah. One motherfucking mistake that I couldn't take back. Plain and simple. I couldn't take it back after I did it. But that is the worst thing in this whole fucking universe. And people wonder why my attitude was go fuck yourself. I don't care anymore. But when someone else says that, like Savage, oh, it's all forgiven. Here's my question too. Some people say, well, it's Savage. You don't mess with Savage. Why? Because she goes real life? I mean, explain this to me. If she doesn't go real life, then what the fuck are you afraid of? That she's going to yell at you online, so don't listen. Do you see what I'm saying? So all of these people that won't fuck with Savage, you know why they don't fuck with her? Because they know she's a real lifer. And if she's not doing it, one of her buddies are doing it. That's a known fact. But all these dumbasses are too fucking stupid to know that. Because they weren't around then. They don't know the dirty shit that went on or that goes on that she doesn't do, but someone else does. Welcome, struggle. That someone else does. And it's fucking ridiculous. But either way, the point is, it's okay for Savage to be forgiven. But me? Nah. We're just going to dig this into the ground. Make it make sense. Just make it fucking make sense. Exactly. Thank you. You're exactly right. Some don't even have to apologize for the bad things they do to other people. They just simply lie about it and say they didn't do it and it's just forgotten. 100 fucking %. Struggle is real. I don't have a member song. I had one. I have it on Streamlabs, but I don't have it on StreamYard. So welcome. And I'm sorry I don't have a song. We can make one though. So I'll get one, I promise. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, and that's the other thing. All people have to do is just lie about it. Because if you lie about it, they won't remember. You can lie about cancer. It's forgiven. You could lie about Chris Watts. It's all forgiven. You could lie about your electric bills and your kids and all this other shit. And it's all forgiven. Just fucking lie about it. Deny, deny, deny. But you tell the truth. And the whole fucking community, again, who wasn't even here at the time, freaks the fuck out and tries to bash you and ban you and hurt your income and everything else. And then they say, oh, well, when you were caught. Excuse me? Excuse me? I wasn't caught. I had a shady ass fucking jealous bitch who had to fucking be front and center and had to get attention because it didn't need to come out. It didn't fucking change anything if he came out. Alabama Creative, I don't think I did. Did I write you back? Maybe I did. I think I wrote you back. And I forgot what I was saying. I know, you tell the truth and you get fucking shunned. You get fucking shut down. I didn't have to admit it, but I did. As soon as it fucking came out, took me 30 seconds. I was like, yes, I did it. And sweet one, you're right. They don't understand it's pressure. They don't want to understand. They have no grace. They don't have to associate, but they shouldn't continue to punish forever. Thank you. Thank you. That was my next point, actually. Is that you don't have to agree with what I did. But to keep throwing my name out there, to keep putting my name out there. Oh my God, you were in this chat. Oh my God, you were seen in this chat. Oh my God, she's a CPS caller, blah, blah, blah. Why aren't you calling out anybody else every fucking time for all the shit they've done? I've apologized. I owned it. What the fuck do you want from me? Do you want blood? Do you seriously want blood? I am not fucking going anywhere, Nunya. So you can throw your fucking cheap shots all day long. I was in this community long before you ever even heard of it. Okay? I have built my following long before you ever fucking heard of it. So you're not going to get me out of a community that I was one of the starters of this community. I'm not going anywhere. Whether you like it or not, I have my following and I will grow. I've taken some hits, but I will come back. And when I do come back, I don't want to fucking hear how it's going to be like JLR. That all of a sudden, oh my God, Laura's doing so well. Laura's doing so well. So we can't talk about her anymore. Get the fuck out of here. Now I know why JLR is the way JLR is. He said, fuck you all. Say whatever you want. And he left you all in the fucking dust. Now you all kiss his ass like he's something special. It's fucking ridiculous. At least Laura said, I did make a mistake. I absolutely did. I said it then. I said it that day. I said everything. And, you know, even after I said it, there was nothing I could do to change it. Nothing. And then one day in the heat of a fucking argument, when I'm pissed off, I said, fuck, I would do it again. Because I was fucking mad. But I'm not allowed to get mad around here. I'm not allowed to snap. Only everybody else can snap. Not me, though. Okay? Not me. And then you have all these fucking followers like Sinner and fucking, I'll get to Willow, but Sinner and so many others that are pushing someone like fucking Isaac. Have you looked into his background, you dumb fuck? Like, for real? And I know a lot of people are scared of Isaac. I'm not. Do what you got to do and prove to me what a real lifer you are, Isaac. We already know it. But that's okay. Sinner's going to push Isaac because Savage says so. Why don't you do a little research on these people, Sinner? But Laura, no, it's easy to hate Laura because Savage does, because other people do. So we're going to run on the we hate Laura bandwagon when you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. It's so funny to see you promote people that make me look like a fucking angel, an absolute fucking angel. And here you are promoting other people while bashing me. Bitch, sit your fucking dumbass down. For real. I was listening to you, Sinner. I was fucking embarrassed. I'm like, I cannot even believe what I'm hearing. You don't have a defamation lawsuit. Stop with the bullshit. And then you sit there and say how you're not all about money and that you don't care about money as you sit there and say, oh, by the way, Super Chat's working if anyone wants to donate. Then don't fucking say you're not about money. You needed money to buy a fucking laptop. You're falling into the hypocritical fake bullshit, and you never used to be. But these people have pumped your fucking head so much Notice how you're doing all the dirty work, sinner. You, not Savage, who started all this. There's a pattern, sinner. She does this all the time. And when she's done using you, she's going to drop you like a fucking bad habit. And I don't know why you don't see this, because this is what's going to happen. Like I said, you notice Savage is pulled away here and there. She's letting all you guys do her fucking fighting while she sits back. And Queen Bee's like, oh, Savage's numbers have dropped. Of course they've dropped, because she's not doing the work. She's not putting in like she was. Now she's got everyone else doing it. All you fucking morons are doing. She does this all the time. She's done this with like 15 fucking creators. And you're all so fucking stupid and so far up her fucking ass that you're blinded by her shit or something. I mean, for real. But that's on them. I just say that I'm going to fucking sit back and laugh. Isaac was exactly. He was the original real lifer. Did you hear the shit he did with Mark Terry? Holy fuck. Mark Terry was like ready to go spend the rest of his life in jail because of Isaac. I mean, it's bad. So, and again, Sinner can support whoever the fuck he wants to support. That's not my issue. But don't you dare turn around. I like Tina. She's funny as fuck, though. Do not fucking turn around and act like Laura's so bad and she's done so bad while you're supporting people that you've never even fucking done a background check on. That you don't even know their fucking history. Like, honestly, you don't know my fucking history either. But because you hear bullshit like the rest of your fucking buddies, then all of a sudden I'm so horrible. I did one real life thing in my entire fucking life. One. Do I have a bad mouth? Yeah. Do I say things that are rude and obnoxious and gross? Yeah, but so does fucking everyone else. One real life event over 3 fucking years ago. 3 years ago. And y'all fucking run your mouth like I did it yesterday. It is embarrassing. And I'm not the one embarrassed. Like Ellie just said, Savage is 100% using Sinner. I can't wait to see that go down. I said the same thing, Ellie. He is embarrassing. And to be honest with you, he's the weakest fucking ex-military man I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. What a punk ass pussy. Sorry, not sorry. I don't care that people love him right now. I think he's a fucking wuss. I have never. Here's another thing. This community, Kurama, has never seen so many motherfucking cop callers. I cannot even comprehend how I'm going to call the cops on you. I'm going to call the police on you. Grow a fucking backbone, people. We used to be able to go head to head with someone and not have to worry about police being called. We used to go head to head with people without fucking worrying. The worst thing you were going to get was a dragging. That's the worst thing you were going to get. And now, oh, let's call the cops. I'm going to sue you. I'm going to do this. Everybody talks about Queen Bee's so frivolous lawsuit. Then why do you all threaten fucking lawsuits? Like, I've seen so many people threaten fucking lawsuits. Why are you threatening lawsuits if hers is so ridiculous? Because you're all fucking money hungry. All you guys want is the money. You're not getting it. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Queen Bee has built a certain type of community. That is her community. I've never seen someone bring in the money she does. Ever in this entire fucking community. On YouTube. I'm even talking big fucking creators don't make what she makes. Unless, you have like, hundred thousands of subs. But I'm talking under the 20,000 mark. So you can try to be like her. Not Diane, nobody. You can try to fucking emulate her or threaten her. You're not going to do it. She has built that kind of community. That's on her. Don't even bother trying. Like, it's stupid. And I say the same thing about creators that don't look at their chat at all and only acknowledge super chats. That's their community. That's their thing. That's what people expect. That's what people do. You can't emulate it because that's them. Let's take LawTube. No matter how much I fucking know, I can't compete with a lawyer. I like Melanie Little. I can't fucking compete with Melanie Little. She's a fucking lawyer. She's way more knowledgeable, and she's an awesome chick. Not that I'm not awesome, but you know what I mean. I wouldn't try to compete with Melanie Little because I'm not an attorney. So people want to try to compete with Queen Bee. Don't bother. She's a hustler. She's a criminal. When you have a criminal hustler on YouTube, they know how to hustle people. They know how to build that type of community. And she did. More power to her. She is a little nuts, so maybe that's why I like her. So, but that's what I keep seeing. I keep seeing people trying to bash Queen Bee, but they want to be just like her. Then you have people like idiots like JP, like, oh, Laura wants to be your friend. Bitch, I don't want to be your friend at all. Like, not even in the slightest. I joked around about giving me a loan. That was a joke, JP. I maybe you lost your personality somewhere, but it was a fucking joke. But again, it's called integrity. I don't need to like someone to stick up for what's right. And that is something that nobody in this motherfucking community can understand. It's all hate bonding. If you don't like them, then if I don't like them, then you shouldn't like them either. If I don't like someone, then you're not allowed to like them either. It's fucking bullshit. It's YouTube. Go wherever the fuck you want to go and enjoy doing it. If you like a topic that I have, more than fucking being here. Don't worry about what Nunya's going to say to you or someone's going to say to you. Like, I see certain people going everywhere. And I hate to say it, but Queen Bee doesn't look at her chat enough to even know who's who or know where anyone is going. Hey, Aussie. But my point is, I'll stick up for what's right, no matter what. Whether I like the person, I don't like the person, I just do. And that's a bad thing around here because everyone around here fucking hate bonds. And oh my God, you can't go where this one goes and you can't like what this one likes. And it's fucking bullshit. Now let's get into Willow. I need a breath though. I've been going nonstop like 20 minutes. I'm sorry, 42 minutes without even taking a breath. All right. Willow. I don't know if I should play parts of his stream so I don't forget anything. But let me say this, Willow. I think you should be friends with the asshole. I think you should be friends with Jim Terry. I think you need a good friendship with Jim Terry. So Willow pretty much bashed me all night. Another one on his high horse. Who actually said, let me back up. Willow actually had the fucking audacity. And by the way, put down the pot, Willow, because your memory is so out of whack. And I'll get into that after. But Willow said about Jim Terry. He is so in love with Jim Terry. That's what I'm saying, Ellie. No, JT would destroy him. But I think Willow should be friends with him. I really do. So Willow was explaining Jim Terry and was saying that after a year, he doesn't need to look into somebody. If it was more than a year ago, he doesn't give a fuck because it was more than a year ago. Really? Yeah. A year ago, like something that happened 2-3 years ago, he doesn't care. He's not going to look into it. That was like so yesterday. In the same motherfucking breath, this piece of shit turns around and says, Laura is so vile for calling CPS. Let's look at the mathematics here. Was June, I think June, it was the summer, I believe, of 2021. We are now in almost 2025. I think that's more than a year or two. I mean, I'm not a genius here. I'm not a mathematician, but I'm pretty sure that 2021 is more than 2 years ago. So Willow said that he wasn't going to look at anything past a year. But then brings up what Queen Bee did over 2 years ago, and something I did over 3 years ago. But Jim Terry, he's not going to look at what he did more than a year ago. Am I missing something? Am I the one that took fucking stupid pills today? I don't think so. So then he goes on to talk about I don't know if some of you guys would remember the whole date rape shit. I never really followed it, Jeanette. Now I don't know if you guys remember, but oh, and by the way, Willow, I don't know if you are the one that took stupid pills, but last I knew, you and I have never had a conversation outside of YouTube. So what makes you think I was so mad that Ryan didn't come on my channel? I don't know if you remember, Ryan dropped $500 on my channel. I was happy as a pig in shit. I didn't give a fuck if he came on panel or not. The fuck do I care? I would see him on Captain Kurt. I've spoke to Ryan. I don't know why you thought that I was so mad. I wasn't mad at all. But it's funny how you just came up with this conclusion. But Ryan, this was during the Kylie Rodney case, by the way. And we're talking about Ryan Upchurch, if you didn't know. So there was a conversation with one of Ryan's haters. I don't even remember how this came along, how it happened. But I was invited on a panel of, I don't remember, I can't say for sure, but I do not remember Willow being there before me, and the Galera wasn't there before me. The Galera came after me, and I could have sworn Willow came after me. I would have to watch the live again. I'm not 100% sure. But needless to say, a bunch of men and a few women talked about gangbanging someone. And it had nothing to do with me at first. And I was on, I don't remember. I know I was talking to Kurt and Ryan or something. I don't remember exactly how it went down. I think Ryan made a video, or Kurt told me about a video. I don't totally remember. But all of a sudden, this fucking juggernaut is talking about gang raping, gang banging. And I said, you think that's funny? That's fucking like raping. You're like taking advantage. That's assault. I keep saying date rape, but it's not, that wasn't the word I used, because it wouldn't be date rape. Maybe I did. I don't know. But I was like, you guys are fucking disgusting. Why do you think this is funny? There's nothing funny about this. Saying how you want to gangbang someone, or how this one should be gangbanged. You're all fucking gross. So we got on this conversation, and maybe we were talking about. No, we weren't talking about porn because I had agreed with them or something that porn, most people want to do. But it wasn't about, I mean, it was like hardcore. It was vile. And I told him it was fucking vile. And I must have it somewhere. Let me check. Hold on. Let me look. Because now it's now it's bugging me. Bear with me. Boop, boop, boop. Because Willow told a completely different fucking story. Willow's like, oh, we were all just hanging out and Laura came in there and had to put her 2 cents in, blah, blah, blah. I was like, no, bitch. That rape is nothing to be laughing about. You're all fucking gross. Here it is. Gangbang. Here it is. I got it. I knew I had uploaded that part. Okay. Now, you guys tell me what you think. Here is the whole video. Well, not the whole video, but here's that part. But did you not see the screenshot? That was legit.
I don't care.
That was a legit screenshot.
I don't care. If you got a brain smart enough to know that there's no fucking way Tony's being invited to any gangbangs. Have you seen the guy?
That's a fair assessment. About all that. To find one person would be an anomaly. To find a whole herd of them.
By the way, there's me in a corner. I'm bottom left. Willow is above me. I don't know who this guy is. That's the Glera, and I don't know who's on. And the guy 2 on top are, whatchamacallit? The guy whose channel it was.
Bullshit. I call bullshit.
I mean, fuck. Ryan even said that.
I call bullshit on that.
Ryan was like, "Who the fuck having group sex with your ugly ass?"
No shit. Come on, man.
What do you expect the mother to do?
That was a spam email. Somebody just sending him trash. He runs a podcast.
That is a lie.
With him all the
That
time.
is a lie.
All the time sending him crazy ass shit. He's got a fucking goddamn phone number on Instagram. And some dipshit sending a stupid fucking text, and you guys think he killed a child because he wanted to gangbang.
First of all, I never said he killed a child. That's first of all.
That
but
has
what I am
been
saying,
implied.
you gonna tell me Tony isn't fucking creepy? Are you really gonna say Tony isn't fucking creepy?
Accused him of being involved.
Come on, the dude is creepy as fuck.
Zanime and Ikadmel being involved. So instead of coming on YouTube and trying to do damage control and fix her son's career that he's fucking just destroying, she comes on and doubles down on the fucking insanity shit.
But he's not destroying his career. He's not destroying his career.
What makes you think he's not destroying his carear?
Have you seen his numbers? His numbers are going up, not down.
You would know that his name is forever going to be tarnished now. There are a lot of people that are never going to take him credible anymore.
Can I interject here for a second?
We're dumb people out here that his subscribers are going up.
I guess that's why everybody's on here.
That's why I started watching Up Church. You just gotta dive in, Glenn.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Ryan Upchurch's music. Not saying I don't like it. I'm just not familiar with it. But I know that there's a lot of people on this panel that have been on this panel in this chat that are fans of Ryan Upchurch's music because it does something to them emotionally, and that's great. I know what that's like. I understand that. But that's the gripe is when you're saying, Laura, when you're saying that he's not damaging his career, these are fans of his that are saying, yeah, it is, because these are his fans. These are the people that support him. These are the people that are saying, you know, like, what he's doing is not helping. It's throwing a monkey wrench in how they're viewing how his music is affecting them. It's damaging. It's not good. You know, it's a problem. You know, I feel bad for the fans of Ryan Upchurch in this sense, because he's not making any sense. He's babbling incoherently. He's got his mom that's not only enabling him but encouraging this crazy.
See, I used to make funny videos.
Behavior, and people are upset about it. You know,
if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Clara, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
And I mean this honestly. As a fellow creator who's been around a long time, let me ask you this.
What the fuck?
If this was Willow, okay,
who's Willow?
Willow's the guy in the middle, who went on this crazy rant, would you be making video after video after video about him, or would you just fucking ignore him?
I hope he would, because he can get some hella numbers in this chat. I'll take it. We'll talk all the shit you want.
No, seriously, I don't. What I don't understand is
somebody's got to fix it, man. Somebody's got to just.
Why does? That's what I'm saying. Why does anybody need to fix anything? If you don't like what he's saying, fucking ignore it. Nobody's hurt. Nobody's.
Willow, you got grown adults, and every goddamn one of you watch porn. Every one of you have whacked off or rubbed one out. Every one of you have had a one-night stand.
I watch porn right before I come in here.
Relationships.
Oh, I love that shit. I love the comments that I get.
Most of what's gang
Rabble, I love the comments that I get when they're like, gangbangs aren't consenting. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Have you ever
a lot of girls who love that one.
Like, dude, just type in gangbang in a porn channel. Like, that woman is consenting, I promise.
Why are you so focused?
That was a stack of permission slips that day.
You can't even fucking talk.
You guys will all enjoy this, okay? The band The Gods, you guys have seen the video on my channel, The Gods. They were a very, very hot rock and roll band in the Columbus area. And their road manager talked me into taking off with them full time for 3 months during the summer. And so I did it. And I had the time of my fucking life, dude. You wouldn't believe shit, okay? I mixed Marshall Tucker Band, Heart, Nazareth, Fog Hat, Bad Company. I mean, they were opening for all these bands, right? And I'm 17 years old sitting behind a $100,000 sound console at 60,000 watts. Okay, I'm fucking mind's blown. Okay, well, they opened for Molly Hatchet and Fog Hat in a bar in Lancaster, Ohio, called the Charlie Horse Saloon, and they took me out back into the fucking tour bus, and I had sex with 2 girls, and they wanted me to go get more guys. I said, "Can you go get some more of the band members?"
Yeah.
I need you to go to the bar and round up all the extra dick you can find. We got work to do.
Okay, but as a female, let me say something. As a female, gangbang means you're getting fucking raped. That's what gangbang means. As a female, yes, it does. Nobody says, let's go gangbang. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Gang raped.
Yeah, gangbang doesn't mean rape. Gangbang means daddy issues.
If you're going, hey, not enough cops, bring them. That's not rape.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's all lighten the fact of what gang rape means. Gangbang means. Okay, let's all make a joke out of a gangbang. Let's all make a fucking joke out of a gangbang.
good, guys.
Oh,
Really
damn
good.
it, you
Let's
motherfucker.
just make it a
nobody
fucking
said it
joke.
like
And I
that,
thought this
I
was going to be a
promise.
bad idea. Jesus. So
I
want you to Google this for me. Okay.
Perplexed
But listen, you got to
actually
go up
can't
in the
hear me.
right-hand corner of your browser and open up an incognito window because you don't want your cache all messed up. Okay. And I want you to type in BBC C-U-C-K. BBC C-U-C-K.
What are you watching, bro?
That's video for guys.
Ryan's not going to come up, Laura. Sorry.
Dude,
Ryan's not going to come up on that. He might.
That's
He
why.
might have got confused, but, you know.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's why the whole Tony Dodge thing bothered me. Because I'm sorry, dude. When you were screen sharing and that's part of your daily stream, dude, we've all done it. We all. That is rookie shit. That is rookie shit.
I'm not
pretty dumb.
Part of his daily stream. That's nonsense. That's
I'm
just
saying
nonsense.
that's rookie shit to leave that
That's
open
you-
and just
that's
leave
you-
it sitting
let me
there
tell you
like that.
something.
Right.
That is you creating a
Dude.
boogeyman. That's you
Unprofessional,
creating
man.
a boogeyman
Unprofessional.
to believe in. That's what
Every
it is.
time-
You're creating a boogeyman to believe in.
I have set my shit.
Oh,
Holy shit, what the fuck just popped off?
Gangbang suit. Gangbang. I'm sure.
This is behind the wall.
You missed it.
He said, I'm here for the gangbang.
Oh, shit.
New England clam chowder.
Hey, dude, the red jumper cable goes on the red, and the black side of the jumper cable goes on the black.
I already love this dude. I gotta hear what he has to say. I gotta hear what he has to say.
Word up, man.
Fuck Ryan up church. Welcome to the Wednesday night bang, the gang bang, man. What's going on? I'm a man of few.
No.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Like I
How do
I
they
get
not
the
know
whole
the
tarot
difference
card. I
between a
love tarot
gangbang and what it
cards.
actually
I
means? I mean,
read
this is
they're
insane.
fun.
Absolutely
But
fucking
doing it for
insane.
views is just nutty.
Yeah, I can't believe we went from a gangbang is now rape. And it's just absurd. See what I mean? How absurd some people are. They create their own monsters. They create their own monsters. She's now saw that, and she is convincing herself that she has to turn that text he got, that spam text that anybody with a public contact's going to get. Thousands of people said, "Yep, I get it."
That's
too."
not
I can
a
tell you,
spam
I get 'em.
text.
It is.
If it was so,
absolutely
oh yeah,
is.
did he
is.
show
It
it?
absolutely
Did he
is.
show it?
It absolutely is.
Did
was never
he
invited to
show it?
gangbang. He's not gangbanging anybody,
Did
ma'am.
he
It's
show
just
it?
the fucking shit.
Did
It's just
he
the shit
show
in
it?
text. It doesn't mean anything.
He didn't show
Look
it.
at that. I mean, look at fucking Tony Dodge. Look at Tony Dodge and ask yourself, is he fucking more than one person?
You're creating a monster to believe in. You're looking at that and you're creating a monster to believe in, and it's went from a text that said gangbang, we can gangbang. That's all it said. To now he's a sex trafficker
From a
and
deleted
child
user.
rapist and a pedo.
Well, I don't know. He
And gangbang's rape. And gangbang's rape. And
Have
gangbang
you
is not rape,
seen?
ma'am. There are a
Have
lot of
you
people, a lot of
seen?
women love gangbangs. I hate to tell you. Maybe you want to try it. I don't know. But
Have
I'm
you
telling
ever
there
seen
are
the
a whole lot of women
BTK
out there that
killer?
dig the shit out of it.
Have you ever seen the BTK killer? He's not exactly attractive.
P word.
He's not exactly attractive.
That's too totally. Man, Tony Dodge did like talk about like some weird shit, man. Like he said,
Like
first he said he was into
necrophiliac?
pedophilia,
Yeah.
and he was like, no, not pedophilia, necrophilia.
Yeah, he just
and
said
then
the
after
wrong
he said
word.
that, I was like, what the
Kidding.
fuck?
Tony Dodge is
The whole
He
weird.
just
thing
said
is
the
just
wrong
a
word.
joke.
He just
He
said
was
the
just
wrong word.
kidding.
But that was only a clip that people saw.
Where would he
It's just
find
the wrong
dead
word.
kids?
He just
Where would he
used the wrong
find dead
word.
people to have sex with? Where would he find them at? God, what the fuck?
And
Joking. Why do you guys have such a hard time understand satire?
Super surprised.
You know what satire is? When Tony said that, it was satire.
How do
He was
you
saying
know?
satire.
How do you know?
Because I just heard him say it, and I know what
The fact
satire
that
is.
it's produced so much conversation is astounding to me.
Okay.
It's just,
So,
Like,
based on what you just
It's a look
said,
into the window of
hold
society.
on.
isn't it?
Based on what
One
you
little
just said,
accusation, one little accusation from an entertainer, and you got people going from this girl was tragically found deceased in the back of her car. There is no question we're going to find out that it was somebody right there at that party that knew her, very close to her, and I think we all know who it was. I think we all already know who it was without saying. And it's went from that to 3 YouTubers were going to kidnap her and have a gangbang, and then they killed her when they gangbanged her because they gangbanged her too hard, and they took
And
her
that's
back and put her in
after
the
the
car.
theory
I mean,
has
it's just
changed like
absurd.
10
and now
times
Tony's
already.
a pedophile,
Yeah,
and he's
exactly.
raping people, and gangbang means rape, and it's just it just runs away with you like crazy people.
All right.
Well, Ryan's accused so many people, and it's all turned out wrong. And now
No kidding, man.
this is
And
the
every day
new
it's a new one.
one.
Every day it's a new one.
The new one.
Does that
Every
mean
time I see him upload a video, I go, "Well, who did it today?"
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Exactly.
All right, let me ask you a question though.
Be careful. We might be
Why
victims
is
next.
I
it
know.
okay?
It's
Hold
fucking
on. Hold on. Why is it okay for All-American Cloud Chaser to say something that's a joke? But Ryan says something and it's 15 people have to make videos that it's so wrong that it's not a joke.
The problem is
Ryan
he's not
says it
kidding.
is. It's fact.
He's not
It's a
kidding.
fact.
He's
Right.
stating it as facts, and
Right.
his fans are believing it, as you can see. Like you believe it.
A, I'm not his
Yeah.
fan, and B, no, I don't believe it. So don't
You
put
said
words
you're
in my
a
mouth.
fan too, though.
I have called out Ryan more than most, but I call him out.
Gangbang was rape, and it's not.
Gangbang is rape.
No, it's not, man.
Yes, it
Rape
is.
when you attack
Yes,
somebody.
it
It
is.
can be.
You have
It
sex.
can be.
That's
Just as
rape.
just as
Is a
one-on-one
woman that
sex
wants to
can be
get
rape.
I
Gangbang
can't
is
hear you,
consensual
Blair. There's
act
too many
between
other
two adults.
people talking.
3 adults,
It
4
can
adults,
be
5
rape.
adults,
A
6
gang
adults.
rape is
It can
Well,
be,
that's,
but
that's why there's a term for it. There's gang rape, and then there's a gang bang. A gang bang
Right.
means, yes, I'd love to see all
There
12 of
you
your
go.
dicks. Gang rape
Yeah.
means, well, since we're already here,
Rape
you're
means
up.
rape.
I'm going to
Rape-
go ahead
rape
and
is rape.
demonstrate the difference. Gang rape is no. Gang bang is gimme dick. Big difference.
exactly.
well, you have a
Sadly
threesome.
enough, I can see Tony saying that.
You've got a
He did that
threesome,
kinda
a
nice,
foursome,
didn't
and then you have a gangbang after that.
The way he did that
Can
made
you
me
do
piss
that
myself
again?
where I peed.
Unreal.
I was wondering what the exact
Laura, you
figures
cannot
was of
be this
gang bang.
stupid. Like I knew
Not
you were
trying to
stupid, but I didn't
judge.
know you were this stupid.
Okay,
Like,
good.
Something, Johnny. Hey, Johnny. Something tells me you're crack squad. I hope you're freak squad, but something tells me you're crack squad. Just saying.
Not to judge, but like a gangbang is like a certain porno genre.
Gang
Gang
banging
rape
also
is
causes
a
trouble.
legal
Exactly.
thing
Gang
that
banging.
happens to people.
Okay, let me tell you
And
a million
really
ways.
to
For some
court.
people, gang bang is a lifestyle.
Okay, let me
Yes,
explain to you several
100%.
scenarios that text could mean
Yeah.
since you don't
Not my
know
jam.
what it means.
Not
It
my
could mean
jam,
that
but
girl
like-
was
How, how do you
either.
how do you get into something like that?
You got
Ask politely.
Barking up the wrong tree, homie. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. But that's one thing, though.
Let's find some
Here's
swingers.
another
I
way.
imagine it starts off
Here's what
casual.
it could have meant. It could have meant that they were going to gang up on somebody with questions. We can gang bang with questions.
They said gang bang
The
her.
saddest part about that message is that it probably was a spam message, but the fact that he opened it still says a little
And-
something. I get them all the time. I don't open them.
He probably the thing is he probably replied to it, and that was his reply.
Well,
It could have been a
Whatever
joke
message
about
that
a
was.
guest.
It wasn't
Yeah,
a
I mean,
reply.
Yeah,
It was
it's
a
a
direct
joke.
message.
It could have been a joke about a
guest.
guest, like a hot
probably
chick
got-
that he's
and
down
And that's
with.
what's funny about it is he didn't reply to it. It was a message that came through, and then it was a deleted user.
Yeah,
It
I'm
came
sure
with a deleted
anybody
user.
would have opened the message.
I don't
see.
know.
Now, and now that you've seen whoops. Now that you see it, what do you think? Am I just the Debbie Downer? Or is Willow out of his fucking mind? Which is why I say, Willow, you seem to forget your memory. Because there was nothing about a gang rape, a gangbang that's funny to me. Sorry, not sorry. So that was one of the things Willow said tonight. The other thing he went on and on and on and on about was how he doesn't know what was done to Jim Terry and blah, blah, blah. And because I once called CPS 3 fucking years ago, that means that I'm just so bad and he doesn't care. And what did I do to Jim Terry? Okay. You can think whatever the fuck you want about me, Willow. My, at the time, 14-year-old son who just lost his father did nothing to Jim Terry. You fucking idiot. Nothing. Not a fucking word. Wouldn't know him if he fell on top of him. But since Jim Terry likes to go for children, he thought it was funny. He thought it was a good thing to do. I didn't do shit to Jim Terry. But more importantly, my innocent 14-year-old son certainly did nothing to that lowlife piece of shit. So when someone comes on your panel and automatically targets a child, a fucking minor child, but Willow, you wouldn't know anything about that because you don't have any fucking kids. And a child who did absolutely nothing to that sick motherfucker. Nothing. And that doesn't matter to you though, right? Like, right? So again, you could think whatever the fuck you want about me, and you could say, what did I do to him? Absolute fucking nothing. Nothing. The only thing I did was I told him I wouldn't fuck with him anymore. That's what I did. That is what I did. I said, I will not fuck with you. I don't want to fuck with you. I want nothing to do with you. That's all I did to him. But on top of that, my innocent child did nothing. Not a fucking thing to that sick son of a bitch. That sick lying son of a bitch. But that's okay, right, Willow? It's okay what he does to kids. You still want to talk to him. Why don't you you want his number? I'll give you his number. Then you can call him and suck his dick all fucking day long. All fucking day long. And the funniest part, Willow, if you really listened close, is a guy. If you really listen fucking close to Jim Terry, the person that allegedly showed his social security number was Crime and Justice. That right there. You didn't mention her tonight though, did you? But she is the one that showed his social security, according to Jim Terry. Not Queen Bee, not me. So please tell me, how come you didn't mention Crime and Justice tonight when you were talking about social security numbers? Why don't you watch your own fucking live and you would see that it wasn't me or Queen Bee. It was fucking Crime and Justice. That's why he said he called HUD housing on them. But also notice, he didn't say a fucking thing that I actually did to him because I never did anything to him. So you can go fuck yourself. And I hope you do become friends with him. I really fucking do. Because if you think that man could ever keep one motherfucking friend, I didn't realize you were that desperate for friends, Willow. And then he's like, oh, well, I only listen to Grandma Sherry. Yeah, I think he burned Grandma Sherry pretty good. And if people that don't even like me, that was in your comment section, like Nunya, for example, like Jonesin, for example, still know that targeting a fucking child is far worse than anything I've ever done. Far worse than, I can't speak for anyone else because some people have targeted children, but he didn't do anything. My son didn't do anything. That wasn't hurting me. That was hurting him. What in the fuck were you babbling on about, Willow? You're starting to get like Nunya on your fucking high horse. you can find out who someone is, but I guess you don't trust anybody in your chat, even ones that don't like me. Everybody can make a mistake. When you repeatedly make that mistake, then it's no longer a mistake. I made one motherfucking mistake. Jim Terry is a narcissist fucking loser. That's not a mistake. The man literally printed my fucking picture on shirts and sold them. That's funny. I mean, that is really funny. It's hysterical, really. Because it's like, wow, what an asshole. Like, thank you for putting me on that big of a pedestal. They actually fucking paid to make shirts out of me. That's funny as shit. Personally, I don't think anyone bought one anyway, but that's besides the point. But thanks for the compliment, dude. He had my picture behind him for the longest time. Like, that, to me, that was funny. That was like, okay, thanks, Jim. Thanks for the free promo. But when that didn't bother me, then he went to my kid. Because he couldn't get a rise out of me, and the narcissist that he is had to get a rise out of somewhere. So he chose my child, my innocent child who had just lost his father. And I'm talking like maybe a month after. Jim Terry targeted my child literally like a month after he lost his dad, because I remember it. It was really close. And I was still like crying for my son at that time. That's how close it was. And he knew it. And the fact that Willow's like, oh, I want to get to know him. I want to get to know him. Really? You want to get to know him? Okay, get to know him. Enjoy. But play with fire and you will get burned. But don't sit there and act like what I did from 3 fucking years ago was so horrible. The one motherfucking mistake that I made. When I grow up, I hope to be as perfect as you, as perfect as Nunya, as perfect as Deets, as perfect as Chasing. All the people that fucking want to point fingers, nonsense, for one motherfucking real life mistake. One. When I grow up, I hope to attain the fact that I will be as perfect as you guys and never make a motherfucking mistake. Ever. If I went real life a lot like some of the other people in this community, I get that. But there was one. There's a lot of lies about me, but there was one really big mistake. Just one. One that it's the only thing you could ever find out that I did, because it's the only thing I ever fucking did besides run my mouth. So all the people that can't fucking let go of it, that have to call me CPS girl, that have to fucking dig it into the ground. Well, I sincerely fucking hope that your life is so fucking perfect that you never fucked up. You never made a mistake that you couldn't take back after it was done. Well, I just hope that I am just as perfect as you. And I just hope that I have never, ever make a mistake that I couldn't take back. Now, every single one of them will say, well, we've all made mistakes. We've all done this. There'll always be an excuse because obviously nobody is fucking perfect. But because it's me, it's never forgiven. Because it's me, doesn't matter how many people sit there every motherfucking day and say, well, when you push someone, what do you expect? I can't blame this person because this one was coming at them over and over and over. It's to be expected. It is what it is, you know. And what do you expect when someone does this to you every day? Except when it comes to me. When it comes to me, now it's a whole different fucking ball game. Now everybody else except me can make one fucking mistake. Not a pattern. There wasn't a pattern. It was one motherfucking mistake. And all these people, because they're all fucking followers and they have to suck the ass or they're going to get called out, like we saw that today. Like nonsense went real life on Facebook. Why is that okay? Just tell me why that's okay. It's okay for everybody except me. It's always been like that. Then it's always kids are off limits. Kids are off limits except Laura's kids. Willow proved that tonight. It's okay for Laura's kids to get targeted. It's okay for someone to call Laura's on CPS 5 fucking times. 3 of them we know who it is. The other 2 we don't. But that's okay, right? Because it's Laura. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? It's Laura's kid. And then they'll say, oh, well, that was wrong too. Yeah, but the person who did it fucking denied it. And that's okay too, right? Or you get these other people that don't take accountability. Let's go back to the vax cards, how we so carefully forgot about. Someone made fake vax cards and then fucking denied it. And denied it, even though the proof was out there. She just fucking denied it. And guess what? She got away with it. Fake cancer. Just deny. Get away with it. No problem. Just make up some bullshit fucking story. Get away with it. No problem. There is so much shit in this community that everybody looks the other way because they don't take fucking accountability. But guess what? I took fucking accountability and that's not good enough. Go fuck yourself. And people wonder why I don't give a fuck anymore. Because I don't. You want to fucking be mad at me? Be mad at me. Just shut the fuck up. And stop putting the shit on me because of one motherfucking mistake. Because again, when the whole world is as perfect as you, then you have a right to talk. But until then, like your kids, what if your kids make a mistake? Are you never going to let them live it down? I don't care how awful it is. I don't care if your kid fucking, your mom, your kid, your best friend, I don't give a fuck who it is. Are you going to sit there and bitch at them every fucking day of their life? Or you're just going to eventually fucking suck it up and let it go? Because it seems like half this community, not everybody, but half this community just wants to dig and dig and dig with their hateful fucking comments and their hateful rhetoric. Like, bitch, let it the fuck go. It wasn't you. You weren't even fucking here. But you have so much fucking hate filled inside of you that you just don't want to let it go. And one fucking mistake makes me the worst motherfucker in the universe. Suck my clit. And I mean that whole fucking heartedly. I'm so sick and tired of hearing Laura this, CPS this, Laura this, CPS this. One fucking mistake. One real life incident. Just one. Get over it. I've already apologized 15 times, 15 ways. I have done. I wrote her a letter the day after it got busted out. Sorry, dog hit it. Thank you, Amanda. I know this week is a little slow because I've been working on vessels with Phoenix, but I will be back on track next week. But it's just bullshit. It's crazy to me. And part of my numbers dropping, my numbers really haven't dropped that much on replays, my numbers have dropped on lives. And my numbers have dropped because the HOA have something to say. And yeah, I did have a lot of following in there. But God forbid anyone from there comes in my chat, they might get called out. They're going to get called out. Or, oh my God, you can't like her. Why don't you just mind your own fucking business? Plain and simple. But they can't do that. And, oh my God, she's a CPS caller. We can't be seen in her chat. But we'll be seen in Isaac. We'll be seen in fucking Savage. That's not a problem. We'll be promoting other people. That's not a problem. We'll sit with cancer scammers. That's not a problem. Fake as fuck. Tina D makes me laugh. She used to make me laugh. I haven't watched her in a long time, but she used to make me laugh. I don't know if she's a real lifer or not. I never got that close to her, but she just makes me laugh. She's like the trailer trash mobster. That's what I'm saying. Compared to what they do on a daily basis, ours are a drop in the bucket. That's what I'm saying. But God forbid, nobody can be forgiven around here. People can be forgiven if it was 3 years ago, as long as your name ain't Laura. If your name's Laura, you can't be forgiven. But again, this is why people wonder why I don't care anymore. You want to fucking hate me? Hate me. You want blood? Do you want me to fucking start drawing blood and shit? I don't know what the fuck these people want from me. You don't like me? Great. Keep your fucking opinion to yourself. Nobody needs to feel like they can't support me. They can't come in my chat because the HOA is going to bitch at them or they're going to say something. Get the fuck out of here. Again, this was our motherfucking community. You guys infiltrated it. We didn't go anywhere. And when I say we, there's a bunch of us. Savage is included in that. But you guys came in here. We didn't need a new community. But it's like you guys all came in and fucking want to shut us all out. No, fuck that. We're keeping our stakes in. And we're not going anywhere. We're not going to let you fucking shut us out, bitch. Again, I have my own community. I don't need your fucking community. But I don't need you putting your fucking opinions out there to my community. Go fuck yourself. I think you're an asshole. Personally and sincerely. Nunya. And again, I will never ever respect somebody who never shows their face as a creator. Not a clip channel, nothing. I could like them, but you won't see me ever respect them. Not so much clip channels, more creators. Especially if a creator wants to fucking bitch about other people. If you want to bitch about other people, don't hide behind a fucking screen. Because believe me, we were all shocked when we saw what Nunya looked like. Nobody expected it. So get off your fucking high horse. But again, I am very proud of myself for not saying what I wanted to. I think I did a good job of maintaining my cool and waiting before I went live. Tell me about it, Amanda. That's what I'm saying. I can't stand watching HOA anymore. They're all not the people they were before. They all fake ass people. People like you, and I promise you this is a good community. Thank you, Amanda. Because I'm real. people may, like, I say that all the time. People, not everyone's going to like me. I get that. I don't like everybody. I don't expect everyone to like me, but I am as real as they come. You're not going to get a fake ass bitch. You're not going to get somebody who runs with the tide. You're not going to get somebody to hate just like other people fucking hate. You're not going to get, I'm not going to not like someone because someone else doesn't like them. I stand on my own. Always have. And I tell people like, oh, well, you don't have many support. Yeah, my people buy candles. They don't super chat. They buy candles. I would much rather people buy candles than super chat me. I've said this before. Nobody else on here has a business like I do. I do. And my people support me by supporting my business. And believe me, yearly, it's far more than I would make in super chat. I promise. Speaking of, I want everyone to know, because of Phoenix and I working on all these vessels, I totally slacked on Black Friday, but have no fear. I am going to do Black Friday tomorrow if we're not working on vessels. But Black Friday specials of 2 for 1 are coming no later than Cyber Monday, which is Monday. I got to take him back to the airport Monday. But we got like 60 vessels done, some glass, all the regular ones I had, and then tomorrow we have more to do. He's going to teach me, and then Christmas he comes home, and I should have another 100 vessels. I told him I'm not going to order them yet, but I am excited. I love the way it came out, and then I bought stuff to make gold and silver on the etching on the glass. I fucking love it. Love it, love it, love it. Now I just want to like etch everything. I was like, can we etch this? Can we etch this? Can we etch this? So I wanted to take it up a notch, and we did. So I'm excited. But I have a shitload of candles to make tomorrow. Plus, I got to get ready for this big show next weekend. 2-day show. I'm excited for it. It should be really good. What do you care about? Had forgiven you the ones that don't matter. I totally agree with that. And that's very true. And that's what I'm saying. Like, people, not everyone's going to like me. Not everyone is going to think what I did is okay. And they're never going to forgive me. And that's perfectly fine. But that doesn't mean you have to call me CPS girl or dig it into the fucking ground. You can't change something that happened 3 years ago. Did I learn from it? Absolutely. Did I ever do it again? No. I may talk. I may say shit. But guess what? I can't take back something I already did. And you certainly can't take something back from over 3 years ago. And I apologized. I owned it. Do you want blood? Like, what the fuck else do you want from me? So again, hate me, don't like me, don't come to my chat, but don't keep going on about it. That's all I'm saying. Because nobody gives a fuck. We can do our own Black Friday. Exactly. We're going to do our own Black Friday. But the Black Friday special is 2 for 1. I am going to do that. It's going to be a 2 for 1 special. So it should be tomorrow. I'll probably do it tomorrow. And I just got to change the website. Or maybe I'll do like a Black Friday weekend. Oh, wait, tomorrow's Sunday. Tomorrow's Sunday, right? Today Friday or Saturday? No, today's Friday. Yeah, I'll probably do it till Monday. I'll do it 2 for 1 till Monday. That'll make up for missing today. And you get the new vessels without the label. We're going to have just the name on the candle. And then the label is going to be on the box. Aussie, you want to hear something crazy? So you know how I used to use like the hemp coconut wax? Well, a friend of mine in Australia also makes candles. So she got this order for hemp coconut wax. I told her I used that for like 2 years. I said, it's a really good wax. It just, once I got cancer, I wanted to stay away from soy. So she asked me, like, she was going to order it. 11 pounds of it for me here in the States is like, I don't know, $45, but I buy a 44-pound block, so it's like $200. And she got it shipped to Australia, 11 pounds, which is like $45. She paid $350 for shipping. I'm like, are you out of your fucking mind? How are you going to make that up? She says, I will. I was like, oh my God, I'm moving to Australia. But yeah, she paid $350 for shipping for a 45-pound block. I mean, a 11-pound block. So I understand shipping must be expensive. Crazy. If I paid $350 in shipping, I don't know how I could make that up. That's insane. I've done a lot of stupid shit in my last few before. If locked into half of these people's lives, I can promise you every one of them. But that's what I'm saying, Amanda. That's exactly what I'm saying. They all act like they're so much better, like they've never made a fucking mistake. Now, again, if I did it repeatedly, if I constantly called CPS, if I constantly did stupid shit, if I constantly, went real life, then I could see the outrage, the cut me off, get her the fuck out of the community. If it was repeated 100%. This was one fucking time. One time, because I was being harassed nonstop. Because people are like, oh, she did it because someone pissed her off. No, because I was being fucking gang stalked. I mean, really, I don't know how else to put it. There you go. My daughter buys a merch from America and pays $500 to $1,000 in post. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. I put all the money I get from my channel, I give it to my subscribers. The ones that come in my chat, I give it all away. Okay. You give it all away? But that's what I'm saying. I made one fucking mistake. One. Oh, she makes it back? No, my kids didn't need to be talked about daily either. I agree, Charlie. I even heard someone say, oh, I bet now she's going to do an engagement grift or something. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? My kids have done Amazon lists since the beginning of time. You don't want to buy them something? Don't buy them something. I don't give a fuck. My community asks for Amazon lists for my kids. And will this year have some engagement stuff on it for Sage? I'm sure it will. And it's none of your fucking business. You're not part of my community. Don't fucking worry about what my subs and my subscribers buy for my children. Get the fuck out of here. While they sit in chats of fucking total grubbers. Get the fuck out. But again, because it's me. Like, everybody's so fucking worried what I do. But then it's like, oh my God, Laura this, Laura that. Then I heard some fucking dweeb today. I left him a comment. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, he put me on a cover saying like with Dolly or something. This kill shot dude or whatever. I don't even know who the fuck it is. And then he's like, and Perplexed over there talks about little creators and how we're nothing. Bitch, when the fuck have I ever said a little creator is nothing? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? But let's just drag me in there because then I find out he's like Sinner's buddy. Now it makes sense. He's another one with, CPS collar. But I don't see a lot of people in that. I don't see fucking Savage in there. I don't see Bombshell in there. I don't see fucking known grifters in there. Get the fuck out of here. But it's like perplexed. Oh, it's easy to bash her. Sit the fuck down. I was using my name on my screen. I shut them up. I started advertising myself as it was hilarious. Oh, I've done shit like that. I have. So another thing people are talking about, which is a whole nother topic, but is QB buying subs? I don't know. I'm so confused because sometimes I think yes, sometimes I think no. Maybe she is sometimes she's not. I don't know. Again, I can't comprehend how many people, how 700, 800,000 people want to listen to B. Tim and his fucking stupidity. I can't figure that one out. But whatever. All right. My ranting has gone on for an hour and 40 minutes. Hey, at least we don't talk about Betty. That's a good thing. We're anti-Betty. We don't even talk about Betty in Discord. We're like anti-Betty. Right, Amanda? It's crazy to me. I mean, who's even left from OGDC? I saw Monique loves TR, who I don't get along with. She's left. I don't even know if Wendy and Randy are left. I have not even seen anything from them. But I think they are. Tracy, The Truth, Savage, me, MM. I think that's it. I think the only people left from that started the Krama are me and MM, and Tracy came along after. And Starlight's doing her own thing. But there's almost nobody left. Wendy and Randy are covering trials? Okay. That's because drama's dead. It is. It's dead. Oh, there was a trial I was going to talk about and I forgot. Fuck. I just saw it. Oh, what was it? Shit. Now I forgot. Hold on. Yo, it's fucking cold here. It's so cold, it's not even showing me how cold it is. Usually it says like at the bottom of my screen. Uh I don't know where it is. It's 27 fucking degrees here. I live in Alabama. 27. I'm like sitting here in a sweatshirt. I'm like, should I put on the heat? It's 28 fucking degrees. That's insane. It's only November. That's crazy. I knew it was cold. I didn't think it was that cold. All right, let's see. Yeah, we were in the 60s 2 days ago. You need to put on your heat so your pipes don't freeze. Yeah, that's true. Do they freeze? Right, Kim? I'm sure it is cold there. It's never this cold. Did you really, Jason? I didn't think it was that cold out. That's cool. Something to talk about. I give away candles. I just haven't lately. What if freezes? Yeah, that's true. All right, I'll turn on the heat. I'm probably going to turn it on anyway because I'm fucking freezing. Hold on. 10-day. I need to get Winston a little sweater. All right, let's see. 10-day weather. Now it's saying it's 25. All right, tomorrow's going to be 50. Tomorrow's 50. Sunday's 52. It's going to be in the 50s. And then at night, only till Tuesday will it be in the 20s. Monday is going to be 22. See, it's so weird though. Like here, it's not that cold. Hey, Mother Bear, 13. I don't know what Celsius is though. What's 13 Celsius into degrees? Yeah, too cold. But like 28 here is not like 28 in Iowa. 28 in Iowa, you need gloves and hats and everything because it's like ice. Or same thing with New York. Here, I would go out in just a sweatshirt. No hat, no gloves, no nothing. 55 Fahrenheit is nice. That's what we get during the day. What are you crying about? What are you moaning about? Thank you, Broken Justice. You're real, just be proud you are better than... Oh, I agree with you. And again, I'm not for everybody. And I'm okay with that. I don't expect to be for everybody. And people can hate me. I'm okay with it. But don't fucking keep attacking me for one fucking motherfucking mistake. What are you crying about? So get down. Oh. Isn't there a trial coming up? Why do I think there's a trial starting? I don't know why. Upcoming trials. Carlos Martinez. I don't know these. Sarah Boone to be sentenced. Oh, did you guys watch? Have you guys watched the JonBenet Ramsey thing? I started watching it. I haven't finished it. But, oh, that's what I want to tell you guys. Hold on. I put it on my community post. But just in case you guys have not seen this, hold on. I got a heavy recommendation. Okay. Well, I do not know who this girl is. I do not know where she came from. But this interview with John Ramsey is by far one of the best interviews I've ever watched in my entire life. She was so amazing as an interviewer. Absolutely fucking loved it. I don't remember watching an interview that I thought was this good. So good. She asked John every single thing that you can think of, and then some. And she did it in a way that was brilliant. So again, I don't know who she is, where she came from. The channel's Crime Junkie. I haven't watched any of her other stuff, but excellent, excellent interview. And I heard that and listening to him, it was just phenomenal. I mean, it really was phenomenal. And she actually brought up some stuff that I forgot. But, you know, what made her interview so amazing, she didn't do it like she knew her shit. She was bringing up stuff that he really didn't know. And it was just, she was fantastic. I mean, you're going to do an interview, know who you're interviewing and everything about the case before you interview. I think that's what I enjoyed it so much. She knew her shit. And she would say, well, what about this? And he was like, I didn't know about that. And she was like, yeah, this is what came out, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they're getting resentenced, so 50 years to life. They could end up doing another 20 years. I think this whole resentencing is going to hopefully go better than I think it's going to go. Hopefully. What do I think? No, Mother Bear, I always said that I don't know who did it, but I don't ever believe it was someone in the family. What I do think, though, and I, you know, after thinking about it, I originally said, you know, but I do believe that Patsy wrote the note. I think initially they may have thought Burke did it, and that's why she wrote the note. But I don't think Burke did it. He was 6 years old. I don't think that either one of them did it. I definitely think it was an outsider, but I think she may have thought that it was Burke initially, and that's why she wrote the note. Just my opinion. But I always thought it was the guy that, whatchamacallit, the guy that committed suicide. Private eyes think it was Gary Oliva. I don't. I've always said that I truly believe that it was the guy that committed suicide. Just like everyone's talking about this Hannah case, I don't know much about the case, but the second I heard the father committed suicide tells me the father's involved. And again, I don't know anything about the case, but why would a father commit suicide while the kid is missing unless they're somewhat involved? So personally, I think the father's involved. Just my opinion. I had you blocked then, sweet one. Hey, Sammy, I had you blocked then? I didn't know that. The mother never admitted to writing the note. Where did you hear she admitted to writing the note? She never admitted to it. Sammy, did you watch the interview? Oh, it was phenomenal. Yeah, I don't know where you hear she admitted to writing it. She never admitted it. Talking about Jean Bonnet. I'm telling you, Patsy wrote the note because initially she probably thought that it was Burke. And I'm not 100% convinced they didn't know, they didn't find her previously and thought it was Burke. He's not wanting to be found, but I did watch the interview. I think goes deep. Probably something with a long history. Wait, which daughter? Oh, Hannah? We're talking about like 3 different cases. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, you're talking about Hannah. I do. I can't see any other reason why the father would commit suicide while you have a kid missing, unless you did something to and you can't live with yourself. That, and again, I know nothing about the case. I just found that very odd. And, I hear of, oh, the father must be so distraught. And here I'm like, no, the father must be so fucking guilty. But I haven't watched anything on it other than that. That's literally the only thing I know about it, is that she's missing and the father committed suicide. That's it. But call me evil. But yeah, that was my very first thought, that he's guilty as fuck. I saw a really sad case on TikTok yesterday of an 11-year-old girl who committed suicide. There's a lot of them. All for like some boys called her ugly. This Hannah case. It is serious, especially when your kid's missing. Why would you do that when your child is missing? Like, I can't see, but God forbid they came up deceased or something like that. Then I could see you can't handle it. But why would you do that when your daughter's missing? That just makes no sense to me. What's Hannah's last name? She's been missing for 3 weeks. She intentionally skipped a flight. Uh, 3 days ago, they say, we can watch this. Hold on. I like this sexy man. For those of you not familiar at all with the case, I found this.
Where is Hannah Kobayashi, the 30-year-old woman from Hawaii who went missing 15 days ago on her way to visit?
Okay, this is supposed to be Cuomo. Brian Enton's a little too, on the other side of the church for me, but Cuomo's hot. So hold on.
Visiting her aunt in New York. Here's what we know. It was on Friday, November 8th. Hannah flew from Maui to Los Angeles and missed her connecting flight to New York. Saturday, November 9th, Hannah was seen at the Grove Shopping Mall. It's a popular mall in downtown LA, where she went to a bookstore to charge her phone. Sunday, November 10th, Hannah went back to the Grove and was seen in the background of a video attending a LeBron James event. Then on Monday, the 11th, Hannah went back to the airport. At some point, she sent some very concerning texts. She was saying that she was scared and had been tricked, quote, into giving away all my funds for someone I thought I loved. That same night, Hannah was reportedly seen leaving the airport with an unidentified person. But later that night, surveillance video, which has not been released, shows Hannah at a train station, also with an unidentified person. I spoke to Hannah's aunt a few days ago about the video. Take a listen.
There's no reason that Hannah would go there unless she was misled, unless she was forced to. Or unfortunately, now we're thinking unless she was drugged. It made us extremely alarmed to the point where we started sounding the alarm as loud as we could.
What, after seeing the video, you mean?
Yes.
It's already such a sad situation, and now there's another twist to the story. Hannah's father, Ryan, who had gone to LA to search for his daughter, has taken his life. He was actually supposed to be on with me too, and was feeling emotional and Now we find out that he has committed suicide. And now here to help us make some sense of all of this is former FBI agent, News Nation Law and Justice contributor Jennifer Coffendorfer, and Dog the Bounty Hunter, who actually knows.
Is this for real? Jennifer the idiot Coffendorfer and Dog the Bounty Hunter are his guests? Like, is this real life?
Hannah. It's good to see both of you. Jennifer, I want to start with you. You heard the aunt. She told me that they were disturbed by the surveillance video. The police showed the family surveillance video, but they haven't made the video public. But she didn't want to go into detail. She didn't want to interfere with the investigation. What do you think is going on here? What do you think that video might show?
Well, when you look at that timeline, there was always communication with the family. Her phone was always working. She actually took special steps to charge it to make sure it was working. But then on the 11th, the same time she's seen with this individual who's a stranger, and after some very cryptic messages came in, even mentioning deep state hackers, all of a sudden she's missing. I think that piece of surveillance is critical, and I think she could be in the hands of a stranger.
Well, duh, Jennifer. Okay, that took a genius to figure out. Like, really? I should have worked for the FBI because anybody could figure that out.
Taking advantage of her and the situation.
And Dog, you actually knew Hannah, which I kind of wondered about because you're from Hawaii. Hannah's from Hawaii. I know you've got a lot of connections there. What do you know about her?
Well, it wasn't me actually that knew. It was my daughter Cecily, and Hannah had spent the night 3 or 4 times with us in Oahu, in Honolulu, and then Hannah, moved on to Maui. But I agree with Jennifer 100%. We used to teach our real children there. We used to say stranger danger, and now it's getting into Hannah's 31 years old. All women beware. There are things happening, especially in California. There are things happening that are unbelievable. And, I think she was snatched. And one thing about it, I hope to God that she's still alive.
Yeah, I mean, we all do. Jennifer, just thinking the police haven't really said much. Dog says maybe she was snatched. You would think if that was the case, there would be press conferences. There would be flyers everywhere. They would be out every day saying, this is the description of who we think took her. We're not hearing much from police, Jennifer.
Well, the reason we're not hearing from them is because there is going to be video surveillance all over that airport, all over that subway station, all over these venues where she's been. So they're pouring all over that. Oftentimes when you see law enforcement reach out, it's because they don't have any more clues to go with. Law enforcement has a lot they're working with right now.
What do you make, Dog, some of the text messages that the family has said they received where she wrote, got tricked into pretty much giving away all my funds, deep hackers wiped my identity, stole all my funds, and have had me on a mind F since Friday? Do you think was drugged in that? I mean, why would she be is it her sending it, do you think?
Well, Cecily, my daughter, who knew her very good, there was no way. She might have smoked, which in Hawaii, weed is called pakalolo. She might have smoked some pakalolo as she got older, but she was very, very against drugs. And the text messages, Cecily said it doesn't sound like her. And it sounds like, I know a lot of ladies that join these dating places and then send money to the guy, and then he's not real. So I don't think that it was that. I think the text messages was.
The video was 3 days ago.
Not Hannah.
What do you make of the text, Jen?
Well, I agree. And I agree because of this. The family says they know her vernacular. Remember, in cases like Anna Knezevich, or of course Gabby Petito, where the family pointed out straight away, listen, this does not sound like anything that she would write. And that's what the family is saying here. It's not going with how she texts or her vernacular.
And what do you make, Jennifer? I mean, it's so tragic. I couldn't really believe it, but that the dad went to LA to help find her and then took his own life. I mean, how do you process that?
Well, he searched for 13 days, long and hard. And I can't imagine the grief that would overcome a father in this way. And so it seems to me that the motive would have been very clear, at least from his eyes, absolute despair and frustration. And you add on to that, Brian, and the family pointed this out. People not believing the family, people in social media actually going after the family, poo-pooing what they had to say, saying, oh, she's really not missing. She's just on some sort of venture or something like that. It was awful. And the family said, please don't talk like this. We're at a very a vulnerable state. And then look what happened.
Do you think they're going to find her, dog? I mean, how do you think this is going to play out?
Well, I think they are going to find her. We have a new administration coming in, and there's going to be a lot of police officers, defunding the police, especially in California. I'm doing a thing later this week where I'm talking to the cops, and don't worry, things are going to get better. They don't even want to pull over traffic tickets, because if they put the guy in jail, they're out in 15 minutes. So the police.
He's not wrong about that either. He's on point with that.
Police officers' morale is very low. Again, after the new administration takes over, it's gonna. I think, yes, we're gonna find her. They're gonna find her alive.
Hey, thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on YouTube.
There's my sexy man. Dog's not wrong about that, though. And hopefully Trump will stop this defunding of police. All right, here's one from the Post 8 hours ago. This is just an article. Doesn't look like there's any new videos. Here's one from yesterday.
Hannah Kobayashi was last heard from on November 11th after missing a connecting flight from Los Angeles to New York 3 days before. The 30-year-old's disappearance has taken tragic twists and turns. The flight too much into giving away all family members couldn't get through to her. Hannah's heartbroken sister, Sydney Kobayashi, feels like someone was controlling her, adding that she knows this is absolutely not like her. Released to the public, saying she didn't look well. They fear she may have been abducted or trafficked. Hannah was spotted at the Metro Pico station in downtown.
Okay, nobody traffics a 30-year-old. Thirty-year-old is not trafficking material. Oh, News Nation had one from a day ago. All right, here's part 2 of that from yesterday. Sarcastic one. I knew nothing about it until like right now. All I knew is that some girl was missing from Hawaii and her dad killed himself, which made no sense to me.
disappearance of 30-year-old Hannah Kobayashi, who went missing 16 days ago on her way to visit her aunt in New York. Hannah missed her connecting flight on November 8th, but was spotted the next day and the day after that in LA. The last day her family heard from her was November 11th. Hannah was then spotted back at the airport with an unknown person and was later spotted that night at the train station, also with an unknown person. Now, earlier that day, Hannah sent mysterious texts to friends and family. We also know Hannah sent 2 Venmo payments. There were Venmo payments on November 9th, the first at 6:25 p.m. with a bow and arrow emoji. The second was made less than an hour later, just with the word, quote, reading. Joining me now is Hannah's sister, Sydney Kobayashi. Sydney, thank you so much for being with us. First of all, our heart goes out to you, everything your family's been going through with your sister. We know your dad took his own life as he was searching for her. I mean, it's just been an unbelievably terrible situation. What do you want us to know, Sydney, about your sister and about your family?
My sister, you know, I've said this before, she's just such an amazing and beautiful person inside and out. She's always been independent, a very free spirit. She, you know, she likes to travel. She likes to, sorry, this is just a lot. She's just a very beautiful person inside and out. And she would, I don't even know where to start. This whole situation is bizarre. She would have never done anything like this to our family. So that's what Ryan's concern for me. But I also need to correct that she was not seen at the airport with anybody. So I'm sorry, I just heard that now, and I wanted to correct that from whatever standpoint you guys have. Yeah.
Yeah, there's been a lot of different reports that have come out and things that have been said that aren't true.
JLR interviewed the guy she supposedly Venmo'd. How would he know who she Venmo'd?
And different, you know, all sorts of stuff. And then I think people were just shocked when they found out about your dad and just so sad. I mean, the fact that he was there searching, I think for almost 2 weeks in LA, right, for her, and then took his own life. Like, I can't even imagine what he must have been going through.
So I will speak for my dad, knowing him my entire life, and anybody that knows my father, they know that he was a very loving, caring, kind-hearted individual. And, you know, I was out in LA. And while I was with him, I knew that he genuinely fought until his last breath to find my sister. And he gave it his all. You know, he deprived himself of sleep. He wasn't eating. He was only caring about everybody else's feelings but his own. He just didn't speak about how he was doing. And he pushed and he pushed and he fought for her as any loving parent would. Yeah. I mean, if any of us would have seen this coming, we would have.
Okay, help me understand this. Committing suicide is the most selfish thing that you can do to your entire family. Your family is already totally fucked up that your sister, your daughter is missing. So then you double edge the knife and hurt them 10 times more. And now they can't only concentrate on finding the daughter, their sister. Now they have to bury their father. I can't think of anything less selfish than that. Am I wrong? Am I thinking about this wrong? But that's whack to me. And to hear the daughter say he was so kind-hearted and this, not really. Sounds like a selfish asshole, if you ask me.
We've done our best to prevent it.
Yeah, I mean, no one knows how they're going to react in a situation like that. We've seen the
I'll be right back. I have to turn on the heat. It's fucking freezing. Hold on.
text messages that don't really make a lot of sense to the family. These Venmo payments now are very strange. What do you think happened, Sydney? I mean, as a sister, do you have any sense?
I don't. There, being in this kind of situation, you can't even. There's no way of preparing for it. Your mind goes in so many different directions, especially with the amount of information that we have, which is very little. All I know is that her whereabouts are still unknown. We're continuing to search for her. We have received information which makes us still be hopeful that she's still alive. We just can't divulge into it yet, and I don't think a lot of people understand that we have to be very careful of what we do release, because we're getting thousands and thousands of tips from like the family, from LAPD, everything, everywhere. But this is just completely out of character from my sister. And so intuitively knowing her and being so close to her my entire life, I just want to say this is absolutely not like her. Especially
And I
like
understand you have to be careful.
Messages. Yeah, especially with those text messages that she last sent. It just, in my mind, it feels like someone was controlling her, or someone was. It might have not even been her. So I want to believe, and we're trusting that the law enforcement is doing their job. And as far as we know, the most recent update we have is that the detective that's working on the case has been in contact with my mom as early as this afternoon. That's the most recent update that I can give right now and release. There's just it's like a lot of information to deal with at once, and especially with this, a lot of information to deal with at once, and especially this.
All right. I'm no Jennifer Coffendoffer because I'm a fuckload smarter. I just finished a very intense spiritual awakening. Tells me the whole drug thing might be true. I'm charging my phone, heading back to the airport to get to New York City. I might need some help getting there. It's a long story. I don't doubt for 1 second that she was drugged. But I also don't understand. You missed a flight. Why did you spend 3 days in California? Why didn't you just get on the next flight? So I don't doubt she may have been drugged. That makes sense.
There's just it's like a lot of information to deal with at once, and especially with this happening back to back, it's devastating.
Yeah, I truly can't even imagine. Yeah, and our heart goes out to you, Sydney, and we'll stay on the story. And if there's anything else we can do, we'll keep putting our picture out there. And hopefully, I know tomorrow's Thanksgiving, and I just hope you guys have a positive outcome very, very soon, and that you all can be together again. So, Sydney, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you, and I just wanted to put this out there too. We're so grateful for everyone that has been so supportive through this time, and we just ask that you just give our family some grace. We had not even 2 hours to grieve the loss of my father, because this story has gone nationwide, and I just ask that you guys continue to help us search for my sister, and also just be kind, because we all have families. So just imagine if it was your loved one, and just put yourself in our shoes.
Yeah.
But all we can ask is that we keep my father's legacy alive, because he literally fought until his very last breath. And he did it, like I said, as any loving father or parent, mother would have done for their own child.
I understand. Thank you, Sydney. I appreciate your time tonight, and I hope we can, have a positive outcome soon. I want to bring in former FBI agent and News Nation Law and Justice contributor Jennifer Coffendoffer. She's been following the case closely. You know what Sydney said at the end there, and you see this on social media. I mean, people start to treat these stories like a soap opera, and they say awful things, and they, say bad things about family members, and they don't even really know what's going on. And I think that's happening again with this case, which is really a shame. But what do you make of these latest developments in terms of the payments? I think there were the Venmo payments. What do you make of that?
Has he not seen Coffendoffer's Twitter? She puts bullshit on there all day.
Jen.
Well, I think it's great that they are going to, meaning law enforcement has something to track here. One of them said reading. Was that a tarot card reading, possibly? The other one is to an unknown woman. But now you have people that were actually in contact with her on the 9th. So moving forward to the 11th, it's been said now by law enforcement, interestingly, that she actually missed her flight on purpose. Now, that was said in a committee type situation. It wasn't said as a public announcement, but it's very concerning to hear that. And I don't know if that's truly accurate and if that is based on just the fact that on the 11th, we know she had her luggage, but was that flown back to her? She'd been in the same clothes for 3 days. We know she was making arrangements because the ticket agent said she was making an arrangement to either go back to Maui or to head on to New York. So there's a lot of things that are unknown, but police saying that is certainly concerning.
It is, yeah. And even if she intentionally missed her flight, does that mean someone made her miss her flight and there's still something very suspicious going on? We're just going to have to wait and see, but I hope it all gets resolved soon. Jennifer, thank you so much for coming on. I wish you and your family a really happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, Brian.
Hey, thanks for watching. Go to join NN.
Coffendoffer's a fucking idiot. All right, I got to see this JLR interview. Hold on. Oh, man, it's an hour and 17 minutes. Well, all right. I just have one request, JLR. You have 316,000 subscribers. Can you please buy a second fucking monitor?
With Jonathan. We're going to get it together right now. I'm getting it together, and then we'll play. We'll play. Here we go. Right here. Here we go.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Jonathan. How are you? JLR Investigates. Thank you for willing to do this interview. I know that you just reached out to me a few days ago wanting to set the record straight, get your side of the story when it comes to Hannah Kobayashi. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
So, Jonathan, your name is being circulated out there. The media actually put out an article today, saying that cops are trying to track down the individuals that Hannah sent a Venmo payment to prior to her getting off the plane on November 8th. And your name is on there. Can you explain that and want to share
Okay, so JLR said this guy reached out to him. That I can get. Because I'm sitting here like, how the fuck would JLR get a hold of this guy? Like, that's crazy. I don't either. But he does do good interviews. I will give him that much.
What that is all about?
Okay, so I'm talking to this dude in South Africa, and he used my Venmo, and I suffer from a brain injury, and I wasn't thinking straight. So he hold on one second. Sure. Let me turn down my TV. Okay, and so I gave him my Venmo, and then all of a sudden I get this money transfer from Hannah, and Hannah came to this same guy, and then all of a sudden, I get the same money transfer because she came to him for help, I guess, for a spiritual reading or that. I don't know anything about her. Never met her.
Okay, so you're from where? Where do you live?
I live in DeSoto, Texas.
Texas. I know that you said to me you are handicapped.
Yes.
Do you mind sharing a little bit about that? What's going on?
I fell 13 feet and hit concrete while I was at work. And I've been paralyzed for 7 years, and I'm not getting any kind of rehab.
So you basically, can you leave your house, or do you leave your house? Do you need help with other people? Can you move around on your own?
No, I can't. I have to have caregivers that my workers' comp pays for, but they stopped paying for my rehab.
Gotcha. So at the time that you got this Venmo payment from Hannah, you were in Texas inside. You're there at your home there?
Yes.
So let's go back to this person from Africa. What is that person's name?
I think his name is pronounced like Baoli.
Baoli.
Yeah.
But how did this person from Africa reach out to you? I don't like. Can you describe the chain of events? Like, how did they reach it?
He said that he had a dream.
See, this is why JLR is good at interviews. The way he's wording it, the guy will trust him. And believe me, I know JLR is fucking crazy, but the guy will trust him, and the cops can use this. Where if the cops asked him that, he might be like, I don't know what you're talking about. But because JLR is asking like that, he's really good at it, at getting people to talk. I will give him that.
That my number was revealed to him.
When did he? What date was that?
I think it was like back in July.
Okay. Okay, so this guy reached out to you back in July.
Yes.
Okay, so then like fast forward to like what did he ask for? Like when did he ask for your Venmo account? Like I'm a little confused here. Like what did you give him as your passcode?
No, just my name. My my Venmo tag.
See, did he ask for your name for Venmo?
Yeah.
Interesting. For like, what was he implying? Like he was going to send you money? Like what? Like why did he want your Venmo?
He's saying that one of his clients wants to send him money through Venmo.
So it kind of when I'm thinking about that, you know, I've heard these things. I don't know if you heard these ever, Nigerian 419 scams, and it's people from Africa that try to solicit whatever. They try to lure people to meet them, catfish them.
Yeah.
Try to get some information as far as they want your banking information, you know, for them to say either they have payments for you or you could send them money for as them pretending they're a female or male, whatever. Is that kind of like the situation here? Is this guy like, was he trying to get in a relationship with you? What's going on?
That's what I'm wondering too. Like, how did they meet? Did he just meet him out of nowhere? Like, what was your relationship with the guy? That's the one thing I'm waiting for. So I agree with you, Justice.
He claims that he's a spiritualizer, and he does readings for people, and but I'm thinking it's all scams.
So you gave him your Venmo. When was that? Like, when was that?
Let me.
Oh, you're looking at the dates or the correspondence?
Yeah.
But like, who is he? Did you meet him through Facebook, on Twitter? Like, where did you meet this person?
I think it was Facebook, but he sent me a message. First, I was talking to a dude that's on Facebook. His name is Tarot Reader. But
Tarot Reader.
Yeah. And he, I saw the signs of all catfishing and everything. And so I stopped. Then all of a sudden I get this message saying, saying that you're having struggles with payments and I'm here to help. Which actually I am having struggles. Being paralyzed, only getting $280 a week. It's
so the way. Let me So is he offering his service in return? You have to pay him for a reading yourself, or like why would he for that?
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to understand this. It's to me, it's confusing. To be honest, that's why I'm asking. It's all. So just basically, is back in the summer, you got met with this guy online from Africa, and he was a reader or spiritual reader, identifies as a reader, and then he reaches out to you. You guys, I don't know, correspond, and then he's asking for your Venmo account.
Yes.
Did he take money out of there at the time? At all? Or did you ever send him money? Did you ever send him money?
No, I gave him. Hold on.
What's his Venmo name? Like what's his Venmo account? Like what does he go by?
He goes. At first, it was going through Cash App, but he was just giving me different Cash App names, and hold on, let me.
You know some of those names? Because maybe we could go try to find him and find out, what's going on. Or I would, look around.
I'm actually trying to get his actual address.
Nice.
So
I think JLR doesn't realize the guy seems like he's looking through his phone looking for stuff, but he said he didn't send him money, and now he's saying there was a bunch of different Cash Apps.
So I'm still talking to him and saying that hey, I'm gonna be going to travel to your country to actually give you the money because he's saying that I expect him to pay all of his money back. I said, well, I'm gonna go to South Africa and hand you it me personally. But I'm actually trying to get his actual address so the feds can get him.
Was he asking for money for him to come to the United States? Asking you for money? At all? No. All right, so the money was related to a spiritual reading, a reading.
Yes.
Do you know, can you read off like what his Venmo name is, what he goes by, or Cash App names?
Hold on 1 second. Hannah went missing.
I'm sorry?
The Hannah went missing around November, like 9th.
She got off the plane on the evening of the 8th. Because, there's a Daily Mail article out today with your name in it, and it's saying that, she sent you on the evening, around the evening of the 9th, Venmo payment for a reading. It said for a reading, and that's where, your name is circulating around. That's why you reached out to me. People want to know, who are you? Are you involved in any way?
Oh, no.
You've never met or ever talked to Hannah ever?
Never.
So, there was sharing screenshots or some things that you were saying that you were hacked by this African guy.
Yeah.
So when were you hacked? What exactly, when do you know you were hacked?
When I started putting pieces together about Hannah missing.
How did you find out Hannah was missing?
When I started getting all these messages on TikTok saying, "Where's Hannah?" I was just like, "Who the hell is this Hannah chick?" I never met her. I don't know anything about her.
And they were reaching out to you because of the Venmo, seeing the Venmo transfer of money.
So, all right, on November 9th, saying still there. It says, send me your Venmo. My clients wants to send me money. And then it said $20 from mid-order to Venmo and confirm it. And so I have the 25. And so I would send ancestors' bank account for you. You will send it. But he wants to try to do it through Bitcoin. And so,
This is not only a fucked up case, this is sad. Like, this guy took advantage of who could take advantage of this guy? Like, this is just fucking sad. Okay, so we know a scammer from Africa or Nigeria or somewhere is involved. I mean, that's a given. Especially when she said the whole spiritual awakening and she had no money. She got robbed by this guy and probably killed.
So this is something you got on the 9th yourself about sending money, 25, and they wanted you to send it Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Was this before the Venmo payment that Hannah sent to your account?
No, this is after.
After?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm still confused. That's why I'm and this is you to clarify and set the record straight of what's going on. I'm sure the viewers will also be confused by all this, but I kind of get what you're saying. You're pretty much saying that you've been hacked or your account has been hacked.
Yeah.
By somebody from possibly Africa that you were communicating with before.
Yeah, South Africa.
What makes you think that person from South Africa hacked into your Venmo?
Well, he didn't really hack into my Venmo. He just got my name. I actually got into my account and started taking money out. I just sent him my Venmo name.
So you had money stolen from your Venmo account?
Yeah.
How much?
Not actually stolen. I was just giving him money.
How much? How much did you have you given?
Probably over $1,000.
Okay. Do you mind if I ask why?
Because I was actually looking for some spiritual help as well.
Were you getting the spiritual help that when you were paying?
No. That was all scams. And I'm pissed.
So, multiple payments totaling $1,000 that you sent to someone in Africa?
Yeah.
Can I ask why, first time that you sent the payment that you just, when you didn't get a spiritual reading, you just could, why didn't you just stop and stop sending any money instead of continuing to send money?
They manipulated and he was all telling me to trust him And plus me having a brain injury, I can't really comprehend that much.
Gotcha. And I again, I appreciate your willingness to speak here and share what's going on. So the way I'm thinking is someone.
Come on, JLR, do a fundraiser for him.
Overtook your account some way, somehow, and then use that account to maybe communicate with Hannah or talk to Hannah, or was communicating with Hannah at some point and convinced Hannah to send money to your account? Because she sent money to your account.
You froze up a little.
Yeah, she sent money to your account. So, like, why and how? Like, who is this person?
A scammer. That's.
Do you think this scammer had anything to do with her disappearance?
I have no.
All right, here's why I think the two are connected. Because how come he would take money from this guy right to him, allegedly, through Cash App, Venmo, whatever? He would take it from this guy. Why wouldn't he take it from Hannah? Why did he need Hannah's money to go to this guy? So that makes me think he was trying to hide his path. And why would you try to hide your path? Because you don't want to get caught. So if you go through this guy, the police are going to go through that guy, and then you are going to get it from him. I don't know. It's just how I see it. Oh, there's no Cash App or Venmo in South Africa? You sure about that? He did take Hannah's money, but he took it under his account.
No idea.
Besides the person saying to you that they're from Africa, what makes you think they're in Africa for sure? Could they be in the United States?
He says that he's from South Africa.
And you said his name is Baoli?
Yeah.
Did he ever provide a picture, an age, occupation, last name?
I just think.
He eventually sends me a pic. I'll show you guys after this interview. What are you looking on your screen? Or your Venmo payments? Correspondence?
I'm looking at all the pictures. And
how'd you get paralyzed? I think you said before. I forget. So just remind me.
Yeah, I was at work, and I clean out hazardous materials out of tanks. And I was cleaning out a gas trailer, and I stepped on the tank wrong, and I rolled my ankle, and it hurt so bad it made me faint. So I don't know how I landed or anything.
Will you ever be able to walk again?
If I had the right therapy and the right people to do it.
How old are you?
Yeah, I'm 36.
36. Hannah is 30. She'll be 31, I believe, in December.
So let me save.
Has law enforcement reached out to you? Family of Hannah reach out to you?
No.
Nobody.
No, just a whole bunch of people on TikTok and ask me, where's Hannah? Where's Hannah? I said, I don't know.
How did you reach?
So Sarcastic One is right. I just looked. There is no Venmo or Cash App internationally. If he was sending this guy money through Venmo and through Cash App, that tells me that the guy was not in Africa. He was in the States.
What made you reach out to me? How did you know to reach out to me?
I think you reached out to me.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I did. Or yeah, I did. Actually, I sent you a message on one of your comments.
So JLR did reach out to him.
I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because your name, yeah, I saw the Venmo payment, and then I'm just wondering, because there's another one, too. There's another name also around the same time she sent a Venmo payment, you know, and that's a clue, right? People would think that's a clue. I mean, that's like, hey, who is?
I believe this is him, because I just sent you a picture.
Okay, yeah, I'll take a look at it when I'm done here. So, never met Hannah, never communicated with Hannah, never been to California?
Never been.
You're in Texas, handicapped, paralyzed. What's that?
It's my hand, so I can show you, like, I'm trying to move my hand.
What would you like to say to everyone out there?
I would like to say, I'm very sorry that she's missing, but I have no connections to where she's at, who she's with, who took her, and I pretty much had to put my TikTok on private for all the people that's commenting. Just stop all the comments. So I don't know where she said that.
If the police reach out to you, if the police reach out to you, will you fully cooperate?
Yeah. Well, my phone is. I don't have the money to turn it on.
So you don't have a phone right now?
No, I'm just pretty much talking through. Talking through Wi-Fi.
Talking through Wi-Fi. God, what, like on a computer?
No, my cell phone.
Cell phone. Oh, okay. Cell phone. You don't have the phone money to pay for the phone service.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, we'll just say around the 8th or around the 9th. I mean, do you have witnesses that say that you were there at your house?
Yeah.
You know, like an alibi. Because some people might say, hey, what about his alibi? What about his alibi? What would be your alibi?
I gotta admit, JLR is making me laugh at certain times. The way he says certain things is fucking comical.
As I was here at my house I live in a group home, and I have caregivers here, and they're saying that I was here.
Got you. Have you considered like maybe filing a police report against the hacker or against the African guy? Maybe they could track down, because that person might be a key here to finding Hannah, whoever this person is that she sent the payment to, which went through your account. She was obviously communicating with me.
I tried calling the police here, and they said that it was a scam, and they was all asking me, because I told them like a whole bunch of people are on TikTok, and so, well, just delete all the names off it or report them. And I asked them, so are you aware of a missing woman named Hannah that's in California? They said, no, they're not aware of it. And so pretty much they didn't. I did call the police here.
Because of the people leaving messages, the TikToker, you just didn't know what was going on. You just decided to call the police.
Yes.
And then they're telling you it's a scam. That,
yeah.
Will they investigate? Did they say anything about investigating?
No.
Well, I appreciate you coming on. Hopefully, I'll just give you my opinion here. I don't think you're involved whatsoever. Obviously, we communicated before we did this interview here, and you clearly say you're handicapped. I can see that. You're explaining the situation. It's to people, I believe, because I've been reading the threads and I've been seeing the comments about you. It's confusing because they're like, he's claiming he was hacked. Who is he? Who's this Jonathan guy? Who's this guy that she sent money to? Maybe she sent money to the account by accident. Is that a possibility?
Yeah, probably just a scammer scamming somebody else.
But I wonder why she was trying to get a reading.
I'm asking that same question because have you seen the show called The Vikings?
I have not.
Well, I believe.
Yeah, but if he was in Africa, he couldn't trace Cash App or Venmo because it doesn't exist there. So there's no way the hacker could have got the info. So I don't think he was in the States. I mean, I think he was in California, and I think he got her. I really do.
And also I believe in reincarnation. That I'm somebody from a different life. Back in the Viking era.
He also could have very easily said, you know how they say she probably intentionally missed her flight. Well, maybe he said, I'm going to be at LAX. Why don't we meet up? And that's how they got together. And she gave him all the money. Now the text messages make perfect sense.
I am Scandinavian, and but I'm not for sure how much percentage, but I do know that my dad is 37%, and everything in that show has happened to me. Like this guy, he went through. This guy that was paralyzed, and his name was Ivor the Boneless, and he went to this seer, which is pretty much a witch, and he went for
All right, here's my educated guess of what happened. He told her, miss your flight. I'll meet you in California. She decides, okay, I'm going to meet this spiritual guy and I'm going to have a spiritual awakening. She sends him money, more money, more money. She gets a hotel. That's why she was there for like 3 days. She waited to meet him because she already sent him all her money. After 3 days, well, now she's broke and he never met her. On the last day, she goes to the airport and somehow he meets her there and then brings her somewhere else. What happened to her after that? Probably killed, but that's exactly what I think happened.
Spiritual work, and he ended up walking. Well, he said people might think I'm crazy. I'm not. I was just a spiritual awake, like a eye opener. And
Jonathan, like when this hacker, this individual that was going to give you some readings, what would the readings be centered about? Like what type of topic?
Say like about like money.
About money.
Yeah. I think his last name is Bobby Lee.
Spell that. Can you spell that?
BABAELE. Cause this is his Gmail. BABAELE 382@gmail.com.
Okay, I'll see what I can find on that to try to track this individual down.
That was pretty smooth, the JLR. He didn't write that down. He knew we would have it on video, and his girlfriend probably wrote it down, but they just gave his email to 316,000 subscribers, and JLR looks like he wasn't even writing it down. That was pretty smart.
Obviously, it appears that Hannah was trying to get a reading through this individual, or but you know what? It's interesting because she's claimed via text possibly afterward that she lost all her money and everything like that. I'm wondering if she got scammed through scammers.
Yeah.
Like you got scammed.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry this happened to you. We'll continue to talk and everything like that. I'm going to share this out, what you're saying and everything like that. And no one should be harassing you whatsoever. No one should be, threatening you and bothering you. You claim you're not involved. That's what you claim here, but I'm sorry that people are harassing you. It's a missing female, and people want to answer.
Shit happens.
Stay optimistic, and if there's any information you don't want to share, or any additional anything you want to talk about, just let me know.
Yes, sir.
Be safe out there, Jonathan. Thank you.
You too as well.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. So
As much as I hate JLR, he does make me laugh sometimes. He is a fucking clown, but he's funny.
let's talk. Hold on. Let me get this photograph. He sent me the photograph of the individual. Let me get this. I'm going to get the photograph. He sent me while we were talking. He sent me the photograph of the individual. And here is the individual right here that he claims is this Paoli guy. This Paoli guy. So this individual here, he claims hacked into his Venmo. And this is possibly the person that Hannah was speaking to. Who is this guy? Hopefully the FBI, hopefully law enforcement, looks into this. Today, the Daily Mail put in, and we knew about Jonathan. I'm sure some of you guys know that have been following his case, but today, the Daily Mail, I'll show it to you, put out a article. Let me get this article out, because they're saying that the police are trying to track down these two individuals. One was Jonathan here, and another one was Veronica Almendarez. And these are two individuals that Hannah allegedly sent money to around the time, or a little bit before she technically vanished. And the Daily Mail has called this article a twist in the case. But Jonathan tells us that police and or both Hannah's family or anyone in reference to her side has not even reached out to him. Only people from TikTok, only people on TikTok where, they tracked him down based off his photo and his, if you look at the Venmo, it had like his screen name, or I think people cross-referenced that screen name and connected them to TikTok, and they went and tracked him down that way. But he's claiming he's a victim of a hack. But here's the new article that's out by the Daily Mail. Twist in hunt for missing Hannah Kobayashi as cops try to track man and woman she paid via Venmo app hours after missing her LAX flight, amid fears she has been trafficked out of California. Well, do you believe? I personally believe Jonathan, but do you? Do you believe his side of the story? I mean, to me, it appears he's handicapped. He claims he was hacked. I kind of tend to believe his story. But there is a lot of mixed opinions here. He also claims he called the police to report what's going on. So, I mean, he's self-reporting down there. Unless he's lying, he never called the police. But I tend to believe him. Let's get Magnolia in the chat. She can fill me in on anything else I forgot here. It's very interesting because the guy's name is out there. He's all over Reddit. He knows what's going on as far as, the people coming at him, like, what's going on with Hannah? What's going on with Hannah? Hello, Magnolia.
Yeah, I wanted to know how much the payment was that she sent that account, because that information is not known. It doesn't show on the Venmo payment itself how much it was. The media has also said that the amount is unknown. So I think that's a key piece of information we're missing. I'd like to know how much that payment was that she made to this account.
I'm shooting him a message now and asking him.
But beyond that, just for people that are joining, and I know a lot of people are...
I believe it's 25, by the way.
People are vastly confused by what's going on. So basically, Jonathan Taylor, he said that he was speaking to a spiritual advisor from South Africa named Bayoli, and he sent us a picture of this person, and he said that at some point, Bayoli asked him for his Venmo credentials because he had clients that were trying to send him money, and he wanted to use Jonathan Taylor's account to receive the money from other clients. And so that's kind of where we are. It seems like Hannah was talking to the same person, the same spiritual advisor, and she said in some of her texts to her family and things like that, that she had just gone through a major spiritual awakening, and then she also said that she was tricked into giving away all her funds. Yeah, some people are saying they thought he said $25.
He just responded to me, 25.
Yeah, $25. So I mean, that's
not a
really
lot.
That's nothing. So yeah, it sounds like maybe the guy, for whatever reason, he doesn't have his own checking account.
Why would he use a Venmo for $25? That doesn't. I thought it was going to be like 25,000 or something. $25.
Because to use Venmo, I think it has to be tied to a checking account. I'm not sure how else you can set it up, but I know the way mine is set up, it's connected to my checking account. So if you don't have a checking account, then you may not be able to use services like that. So that may have been the case. Maybe this spiritual advisor doesn't have his own checking for whatever reason and wanted to use Jonathan Taylor's. And Jonathan Taylor seemed like he was just kind of going along with this.
Yeah, but here's the thing. And Jonathan just said I would gladly send it back to her family if they want it. That's what he just responded to me about the 25. Yeah. But here's the thing: is he was talking about in the course of this individual Baoli, he was talking about cash apps and different forms of payments. I'm just wondering if whoever originally Hannah sent the money to, did Hannah send additional money to this person via another app like Cash App or bank account wire transfers or anything like that? And could have this person that she sent the money to, or the two people, or particularly the reading, is the one where in her mind she said subsequent text to her family saying she lost all her money?
Right.
Could this been the person that scammed her and just brought her over the edge or something? I'm just thinking of a theory. I think it's definitely a clue.
It seems most likely at this stage. Yeah, it seems like the person that she said she was tricked into giving her money to
is this person,
because she thought she loved this person. It does all sort of point to this one individual, especially because the payment itself was labeled reading, like spiritual reading. So she was talking to this person, apparently the same person that Jonathan Taylor knows as Baoli.
Baoli the African.
So yeah, I mean, is this person, is he someone who just preys on the vulnerable in society? Jonathan is paralyzed. He lives in a group home in Texas. Is this the type of scam that these people run on people in group homes, women who are going through an emotional time? We know that Hannah, I don't know how recent the breakup was, but we know that she had broken up with her boyfriend, and they had planned to go on this trip together. And unfortunately, they broke up before the trip, but they were still, booked. They apparently couldn't get refunds, so they went ahead and did the trip anyway, with plans to not have any contact and part ways once they got to New York. But, that's certainly an emotional time for her to go through something like that. But at the same time, she seemed like she was really excited, looking for new opportunities and these things that she had found in New York, the photography gig. But, it does seem like she was going through changes in her life, and maybe she felt like she needed spiritual guidance, and she came across this person who looks like to me that he's preying on these individuals.
Well, maybe the African guy, Baoli, was catfishing using his photo and convinced her saying some stuff. Now, we don't know the level of communication. Maybe they talked in Messenger. Maybe they talked via email. Maybe they, and money was involved in this transaction here.
Yeah. Yeah. And, he could have actually presented himself as Jonathan Taylor. That's what
I'm saying. Yeah, it's his account, because on the Venmo, if you click on the Venmo, this exact photo is on the Venmo.
Mm-hmm.
It's this photo here. It looks like. That was how I was able to find him through his Facebook, because I was looking, like, as soon as I saw the word Jonathan Taylor, I immediately started looking in California, in the Los Angeles area, for Jonathan Taylor. There was some. But then, I cross-referenced the photo that was on the Venmo account, and it matched the TikTok account, which matched a Facebook account with the same photo. You know,
Right,
so maybe
so
this
she
African
could've
was
thought
pretending
that it
he was.
him. Yeah, she could have thought she was talking to him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's kind of strange because she said it was someone she thought she loved. So yeah, maybe he was just using Jonathan Taylor's picture and Venmo, and then she actually met him in person and realized she got scammed. He's not the person he said he was. She essentially got catfished, and
There could be some sort of ring out there where they lure people or meeting people in cities or something, and then they end up not being that, like a catfish.
Yeah.
And it just took her over the edge, and maybe something went haywire at that point.
The one reason I don't buy that theory is if he was from South Africa, he's not going to look like this guy. That's my only reason I don't buy that theory.
Yeah, and it's weird. Like, I wonder how she even came across this in the first place.
Now we don't even know if this
how was she communicating with this spiritual advisor?
Well, we don't
Because
even know if this guy it's his real picture. I mean, this is somebody's picture he could have sent, to him. Like, we don't even know if this is legitimately the person. What I'm saying is this African guy, he could have sent any picture of anyone to Jonathan. Like Jonathan saying, this is the picture of Baoli that this Baoli guy gave Jonathan. This could be anybody.
Yeah.
It's to me, it's definitely confusing, but it's definitely has all these catfishes elements to it. And scheming and scamming.
Yeah, but I mean, for her to say that it was someone she thought she loved, that means she would have had to have had pretty significant communication with this person. And it wasn't through Venmo, because the only thing we see on Venmo is that one payment. So she had to have been talking to him another way. It wasn't through his TikTok. It wasn't through his Facebook, because otherwise he wouldn't say, like, he's saying he never met her. He's never talked to her, Jonathan Taylor. He doesn't know anything about her. But clearly she was talking to someone that she believed was Jonathan Taylor. So was that through, like, WhatsApp? Maybe. So hopefully they have, I don't know if they have her phone. I think her phone is missing, right? But if they try to look into maybe her communications, they could get more information. Now, he told you the email address for the guy, and he's saying, as far as he knows, his name is Baoli, and he's from South Africa. But it didn't seem like Jonathan's ever actually met him either.
No, doesn't know. But Jonathan says he sent him $1,000 worth of money over the course of time on scam readings, or didn't even get readings. But here's the thing is, like, Hannah's persona based off, her posts on Instagram kind of has that vibe to it, right? Spiritual reading type vibe, nomad. I'm just wondering if it's all connected in any way. Why would she only pay $25 for a spiritual reading? That's not life savings there, unless that was an original payment and she got lured to send additional payments through another method.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I mean, $25 is not really, you're not going to say that someone scammed you out of all your funds the way she phrased it if it was just a $25 payment. So it could have been that was just the initial payment, and then she made other arrangements separately from that. But yeah, I mean, if the police are investigating this, and we don't really know the status or nature of any of their investigations, but I guess they would need to look into her bank account records and also different communications that she may have had on her phone,
or the IP of the Venmo account of Jonathan's, because the perpetrator or the people scheming to solve this mystery here, what happened to Hannah, could be the key here. Literally, like by going in, okay, if he got hacked, then who hacked in? How? There got to be some sort of like IP that shows you some sort of numbers or something, a number or an area where whoever went into his account to get Hannah to send him money, or her or him money, whatever. Hannah sent money through his accounts. That has to be able to be law enforcement. That could be a huge clue here to what happened to Hannah.
Yeah, and the payment was made on Almendarez.
And that could have been a catfish scam too.
And then they said less than an hour later, she made a payment to Jonathan Taylor. So she made this payment to him on Saturday, November 9th, around 7 p.m. And that we know Saturday she spent a significant amount.
Wait, that's saying that she only has 2 friends. So the only 2 people she knew were these 2 people that she didn't even know? This sounds like a fake account. I don't know how this is connected to her. You know what I mean? Like, if she had a Venmo account, how does she only have 2 friends, and those 2 friends are these 2 people? That makes no sense. You see what I'm saying? 2 friends? And these 2 friends? That doesn't add up.
At a bookstore, and also it was either that day or the next day of the LeBron James.
That's what I think. I think it was a fake account. But are they not catching that she allegedly only had 2 friends? These 2 friends? When I say they, I don't mean JLR. I mean the police.
Event, the Nike event at the Grove, but her whereabouts were that she was going to the bookstore, these events in the Grove area, and during all of that, she Venmos $25 for a reading. So, it does kind of all line up.
Yeah, so I mean, at the very least, authorities. I mean, the Daily Mail says that they're tracking down the individual, but it's interesting that I was able to speak to the individual and he hasn't even heard from the police yet in reference to California.
Well, yeah, that's what, because this morning I saw this article pop up and I was like, what are they talking about? And I sent it to you and I was just like, they're like, oh, it's police are hunting down a man and a woman who Hannah sent Venmos to. And it's like, what do you mean hunting down? Like, we've been talking to this guy for like a week and a half.
Yeah, I've been talking to him for a while, man.
Like, they must, I find it hard to believe that they're quote unquote hunting him down when he's very easily accessible. I mean, you've had him in your inbox this whole time. Pretty much since the first day we started covering this account, we saw the Venmo payment, and right away, you had been exchanging messages back and forth. And we talked about doing an interview with them, but we kind of were like, well, we want to get more of the story here and see what's going on. They've not done any press conferences on
Nigerian 419 scam. And 419 scams are people from Africa, Nigeria mostly, and they scam American citizens. They scam in all types of ways. They sometimes say that people probably know what I'm talking about. You can sometimes get these weird emails where they say you won a prize, but in order to obtain the prize, you got to send a small token of money to receive more money, or people pretending they're somebody else. I mean, it's a big thing. I mean, this is what they do. And this reminds me of a Nigerian 419 scam. Also known as an advance free scam, is a typical of financial fraud where a victim pays money to a scammer in exchange for something of greater value, but receives little or nothing in return. And, it just basically him showing the picture of this Bioli guy. He says he's from South Africa, makes me think this is one of these Nigerian 419 scams.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what they do. Let me just see if there's any news articles of anything prevalent in like Los Angeles, Nigerian that was scamming people in the San Francisco area, Bay Area. And so just, I mean, it's a catfish type of scheme. How does that make sense?
Yeah, it was almost, and also it was almost hours after she had missed her flight.
Dealing with psych readings. If you're looking for psychological readings on 419 scams, you should explore research focus on topics like social engineering. No, I don't like, I'm just trying to think of scenarios here. Remember, we're only going by speculation a lot too.
It's really come up. It's like, okay, I can accept that she was going through personal things in her life, you know, experiencing a lot of major life changes, the breakup with her boyfriend. She's going on this trip.
So I'm looking at Jonathan's profile here. You know, he's not, I mean, he has kids. He's literally in a hospice, or maybe authorities, and I don't know if they did or not. Check her other like what does she have? Credit cards? Does she have a bank account? Does she have, you know, other than that, I don't know what else to go on, but you know, at least we shared something today and brought something to the table here.
You know, as far as we know, and Sir Thriver in our chat also posted again that something bad happened to her if she went off willingly. Now, if she went off willingly, that means she doesn't want anything to do with her family. I mean, I hate to say it that way, but if that's what happened, there's a reason that she chose to do that. I'll throw it out. I'm not going to say too much. And also her aunt reiterated with him at all. But then as soon as she went missing, he flew all the way to LA to help with the search with the rest of the family members. And now he jumped off a building. Like, it's very, very bizarre. So that's just one detail. I think it's noteworthy. I think it kind of explains a little bit about the family dynamic. And you know, I have some personal experience with that. And you know, if you have no contact with a family member, you have reasons for that. And I trust that Hannah had her reasons for that. So, you know, maybe there are other things with other family members continue down this investigation. And I get what SF was saying by that. It's very difficult, you know, so because the last time that anyone saw her was on the 11th, which I believe is the same day that she retrieved her luggage from LAX.
Yeah, we found out information. She later retrieved it, not the same day where she got her luggage when she got off the plane on the 8th. She later went back to the airport to get the luggage, correct?
Right, because remember on Monday the 11th, her phone last pinged there by, like, near the airport. I don't know if it was in the airport, but it was near the airport. And then I guess the last time she was seen on the surveillance was at that one metro station. But yeah, she returned to LAX on Monday, and that was the
Here's what I'm thinking. Catfish, maybe. Magnolia, she lost all her money by sending her money to someone else she thought she could trust. She was catfished or scammed. And then she realized she doesn't have the money to continue on her journey in New York. She's probably ashamed to let her family know, whatever like that. So she just got her bags and just went off on somewhere.
No, I disagree with his theory. I'm pretty convinced I got this down. I'll say it again. I really believe that she was heading to New York. She met this spiritual advisor at some point. He said, I'm going to meet you in California. She purposely misses her connecting flight, and she thinks she's going to meet him. He doesn't show up. She's pissed. She's upset. She lost all her money. She stayed in LA waiting for him to show up another day or two. Never came. By the 11th, she's like, fuck it. I'm just going to go to New York. I have no money now. I got scammed. I'm going to go let my family know. I had the spiritual awakening. Well, I got scammed and I'll be there soon. He then shows up. He then meets her in the airport or wherever they were going to meet. I think it was the airport, and says, come with me. Let's take a train. Spiritual awakening, you can't fly. So get your luggage. We'll go get a train. And she probably disappeared. I mean, like unalived. To me, that's the most logical and makes perfect sense and lines up with every single thing we learned about it. So honestly, I don't think the case is that complicated unless I'm totally off, which I don't think I am. But if everything that we've seen so far is true, especially this guy, I think it's pretty clear what happened.
You know what I mean? Like maybe she lost all her money in all LA.
It would be embarrassing, but she did tell her family that she was scammed out of her money by someone she thought she loved. So she kind of already did tell them that happened. But yeah, I mean, maybe things just completely fell apart. She was embarrassed, didn't know how to ask for help. But to me, she was still contacting them up until that last day. And they thought her messages were odd. They thought maybe she didn't even send the messages herself because they're talking about how normally she uses a lot of emojis, but in these particular messages, she used no emojis. And so they're wondering if it was even her that sent the text and things like that. But I just kind of feel like we're at a bit of a standstill right now. And that's why I keep saying that I wish LAPD would at least make a statement just to kind of let the public know what they've done so far in this investigation, and if they have any intentions of continuing to investigate. I think that would go a long way because the case has really just blown up at this point, and silence just leads to rampant speculation.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll stay on it, and anything else breaks on this case, you will hear it here on JLR Investigates.
Good job, JLR. I'll give him that much. That was pretty good. I did not expect to watch the whole thing, and it's like 2:30 it's almost 3:00 in the morning. I've been on almost 4 hours, so I am going to get off and go to bed. I was like falling asleep towards the end, but I'm glad we watched that, and thank you for Sarcastic One for letting me know that JLR did that. He does surprise me sometimes, but I will say to all tragedy pimps, if you're going to interrupt a case, that's the way to do it. Like, he actually got valuable info for police. He shouldn't be interviewing this guy before the police is, but at least he got valuable info that can go to the police and can maybe help the case. You don't see that very often. So good job, JLR. I'll give credit where credit is due. So, and he's definitely not my favorite person, but he did a great job. And that's how it's done. But I am going to get off because I'm so tired. But I'll see you beautiful people tomorrow. I will put together the Black Friday special tomorrow. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. Thank you guys for being here. And that's it. Peace. Energycandles.com. But honestly, you might as well wait for tomorrow because you buy one, get one. All right. I will see you guys later. Peace.